We are live. We are live. Can you guys hear me before we start? I know today is very exciting. I'm very excited. Let me know if you guys can hear me crisp and clear. Let me know. Let me know. I'll do a sound check from my side as well. But guys, today's the day. Today's the day. I mean, again, not much significance in the long term. Who cares about this quarter, next quarter after that? But it's it's you know in a very exciting time. So can you guys hear? I can hear. I'm seeing you guys say in the comments you guys can hear. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's see. All right, cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Nice, 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 nice. Good stuff. I see you guys on YouTube and on X. Nice. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. Looks like we're live on both platforms, and it's time to get rock and rolling. Let's do this. So, half an hour until the market closes, and then we have the earnings report coming up. What do you guys think is going to happen? Let me know. What do you guys? We'll go through some of the stuff, but it's the earnings call where it's the most exciting things. It's what everyone is really looking forward towards. Guys, can you guys do me a favor and smash that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already? And if you guys aren't a channel member, then I don't know what you all are doing. So we are supporting me, and you guys get exclusive content and early access videos to some of the podcasts that I do here and there. So let's do this. Let's do this. Oh man, Seth Lowe, right off the bat. Thanks for the super chat. Absolutely love it. Thank you, my man. And you're also a channel member. Thank you for supporting me all the way, man. Thank you. Really appreciate it. So we got half an hour to kill. So there's really no time to rush. We have no rush. We can just take our time here. So salute. How you doing? Neil, how is everything? Who is waiting eagerly? Oh man, this is awesome. This is awesome. It's either going to be a disastrous quarter. Like, I don't think it's gonna be a disastrous quarter. I think I don't think it really matters if Tesla beats or misses. I guess if they beat it, the stock will be green. But even if they do miss, I don't think that's what majority of the people are really looking forward towards. They're looking more towards the earnings call. And if that goes disaster or if that goes great, it can go either way, right? So I'm very excited to see what Elon's going to say about the robotaxis. That's going to be a big one. Of course, you're eager as well. G-Rams, if I'm not mistaken, Moon. Of course, suckers, always a Tesla bear here saying that he thinks it's going to be a disaster, but you always thought it was going to be a disaster. I'm here for news on Robotaxi Optimus Q2 are relevant. Thank you, Galaxy Class. Thank you. This comment is correct. You are correct, my man. You are correct. Sucker says no more $7,500 tax credit, no more clean energy credits. California sales halted for 30 days. Absolutely just stupid. Credits don't matter. Absolutely. In the long term, credits won't really matter. I mean, even now, credits don't matter, because when the credits go away, why were the credits in the first place? They were for the companies that couldn't make the affordable or can make profitable EVs. So when the credit goes away, the inevitable is EVs are going to happen. This is the inevitable. By removing the EVs, you're slowing down other companies that can't make profitable EVs, encouraging them to do gas cars. But the future is EVs. So Tesla benefits here in the long term. Let's buy the dip. Come on, Elon, don't promise too much. Let's see what he does. Let's see. Everyone's ripping into you guys can see the comments. They're ripping into suckers. It's crazy. Don't think you can actually. Don't waste your time, Neil. I love it. Okay. Here we go. Sheesh, we're live. Yes. How you doing, Colin? Hope everything is well. Who else waiting for suckers only to leave the stream in sadness? Suckers, my man. Stop pissing people off, or else I will remove you from this chat. Chill, dude. Relax. All right. We can hear. Good stuff. Good stuff. When does earnings call start? It starts, I think, at 5, if I'm not mistaken. First, the earnings report is going to come out. We're going to go over that. Then we'll see what happens with the earnings call. Rubles, thanks again. Have fun, sir. Yes, thank you. Thank you. You sound great. Thank you, MZTO. Tesla 400 plus this week. That will be awesome. That's the only time Pejjy has ever said my name. Well, second time now. I made a lot of money trading Tesla. Yeah, you can if you can swing trade Tesla, you can make a boatload of money. Not financial advice, but you can. My contest Tesla will be worth $1,000 a share. I think it can be more than that, but essentially, I can see that go to the moon. Absolutely. I made an average of $2,700 per day every day. That's insane, dude. Good day. Update Model Q reveal would skyrocket the stock. But that's going to be, I mean, I'm seeing news everywhere that this is a 2026 thing, not a 2025 thing. Believe in Tesla. Hello, Tesla to the moon. Chaya from Italy. Love it. Let's do this. How are you doing, Pejjy? I'm doing better. I'm doing good. How you doing? FSD in Europe update, please. Yep, I think that's coming soon. When is the Tesla call, bro? It's in about an hour. Hello. Going higher. Nice. Hi from Hungary. 4 p.m. today. How do you say your name, bro? It's Pejjy. It's Pejjy, man. It's Pejjy. All right. Let's go solutions. Every single video, every single live stream, always commenting this. Let's flip it. Do this. Goes down. Bye. Call or put. Call or put. Yeah, that's the question. Call, baby. Let's do this. Hi from Moon Park, California or Canada. Moore Park. I think it's Canada. If you're Canada, fellow Canadian, let's do this. So we've got about less than 25 minutes until this thing goes, I guess, live, you can say. We'll see the earnings report. So until then, let's come here. Okay, all right. Tramonti, had to change my banking card due to fraud. How do I join up again and become a subscribe member, please? Well, you'll say you're on YouTube. So under this live stream or under this, live or video, there's a thing called join. So just click on that and click whatever tier you want, from fan to supporter to whatever. So simple as that. Thank you for supporting me. Really appreciate it. Love it, man. So let's go through some of the stuff. So we've got Tesla. I mean, right now it's just it's a very interesting chart. It's a very interesting chart for the day. They're really eagerly waiting to see what this report's going to be and what the earnings call is going to be. That's that. But for the past 5 days, it's on an uptrend. It's been up 3.6%. For the past month, it's been down 4%, down 20% since last 6 months. Year to date, 17%. 1 year up 35%. 5 years up 230%. All time 26,000%, which is insane, really insane. So until we wait, this is going to happen after market closes. So market is not going to close for another 20 minutes or so. All right, let's look at what the analysts and what the community is saying. All right, I made this post yesterday on what everybody is thinking. We have Q2 earnings coming out tomorrow. EPS non-GAAP, that's what everyone looks at. Consensus is 39 cents, as you guys can see on the board as well. Let's see if we're going to beat it or not. It looks like majority of people are around this number, so it looks like it's going to be tight. And again, it doesn't matter if they beat it or miss it, really. We want to see what the growth and how robotaxi is going to be in the next 3 to 6 months. That's what Wall Street cares about. Of course, we care more about the longer term, but they want to see this. They say, okay, robotaxi is now on the road. Austin, it's there, and it's going to go to LA and other places as well. But how can you guys, scale this? How can you make money from this? This is what we're going to get from Elon today. Hopefully, not the full picture, just a little bit of a taste, because it's too early to, get these numbers out, to get this estimate out. Nonetheless, we have Matt Smith. He was right last quarter. Maybe he'll be right this quarter again at 46 cents, beating it by about 7 cents, which is pretty big. Troy Teslike is also saying that they could beat it. So that's very interesting at 42 cents. Even Grok is saying 41 cents. I think Grok, for some reason, freaking Grok, look at this. He's like, yeah, sorry, man. I update my non-GAAP EPS to 40 cents, whatever, right? Gary Black saying 39 cents, so he's seeing a Met. Tesla or James Cat is saying 38 cents. I'm saying 37 cents. But I'm not the lowest here, guys. The lowest here is James Stevenson at 28 cents. So he's always been the outlier. He's always very wrong or either very right. Either one. So this is where we stand, guys. This is what we think is going to happen. And if you guys want to see my numbers in details, I wrote it here as well. I'll show you guys. Where is it? Oh, Elon Musk did repost one of my posts here on X saying, I'm saying China just reported that 53% of all auto sales in June were EVs. Very soon, this will be 100%. Oh, yeah. Yep. And Elon Musk, of course, agrees and reposted this, which is awesome. Here, this is the complete number that I think is going to happen. We can take a look at the number here. So I'm thinking, well, I mean, 13.5% for vehicle gross profits, and then gross margin of 17.7%, which is not bad. Operating margin of 4.3%. We have revenue of 21.2 billion, net income non-GAAP of 1.3 billion. And then, of course, this is how I got the number to 37 cents. So again, like Q2 of 2025, are we really gonna care? Is anyone gonna look back in 2028, 2029, what Q2 of 2025 was? No, we're not gonna care. We're really not gonna care because it's gonna be dominated by other factors that doesn't matter. So that's what I do think. What do you guys think? Do you think it's gonna be a miss? Do you think it's gonna be a hit or beat? Matt, what do you guys think is going to happen? But yeah, I mean, a lot of interesting things happened. A lot of interesting things has happened right before this week, especially over the weekend with Elon and stuff like that. Him coming out and saying a lot of interesting things. A lot of interesting things. So he's back at Tesla, which is really good. But let's see what happens. Very, very interesting to see what this call is going to be. Less than 20 minutes, guys. Less than 20 minutes is here. No, it's not 5 cars in Austin. It's about, I think, 10 or 11 robo-taxis in Austin. So let's see. I don't want to eat any more ramen anymore. I want steak. Bro, I think we got to wait another couple years for that until we can eat some steak. So we'll see. We'll see about that. Yes. Let's see. We've got oh, I have comments here. We just went away. NWB credit pushes Tesla to put a lower price car test. That's true. Yeah, that's actually true. The interesting thing about this is that the affordable models is going to be priced in as if there's an EV credit. You know what I'm trying to say? So with the EV credits at Tesla, it was, I think right now in the US, about like in the low mid 30,000s with the EV credit and stuff like that. Without that, it goes up to above 40,000. But the affordable models are going to be priced in like as if, in the low to mid 30,000s. So that is an IQ move, and the EV credits are going away September 30th. So end of Q3. So I think Tesla, there's rumors coming around that they'll release it in 2026, but they could release it after that as well. So we will see how that goes. Bro, if Tesla jumps 10% after this earnings call, man, I wish I bought more stock. I mean, I've been buying, but I wish I bought more stock. That's it. So let's see what happens. How you all feeling, man? How you all feeling? Frank here is saying, keep your eyes on the price. Absolutely. You got noise and signal. Gotta separate them, man. Gotta separate them. If you gotta write it down, you gotta write it down. And I think I'll make a video on this, signaling out the signal and the noise, where everyone can have a better idea on how to segregate these things. So yes. All right, so the stock is flatlining. So we got to see what happens. We got to see what happens. Let's see if there's any big news that's going around on X that we can talk about. Of course, we have fraud Lanebert with a stupid article, right? We have Elon Musk here says that, I mean, this is insane. Optimus will bring the food to your car next year. That is awesome. If you're gonna see a robot bring the food to you, especially if it's on roller skates, oh my god, that would be insane. That'd be awesome to see. Thank you, Seth Lord. Oops, what was it? Thank you, Seth Lord. Make sure you all smash that like button. Really appreciate your support. Thank you. Love it. Almost wish there was more pessimism seeing so many betting on a pop tonight. Let's see what happens. Is either we're going to get a nice short squeeze today or we're probably going to go down a bit. Either way, let's see what happens. I think it's going to be a good, fiery earnings call. I think we're going to see some green today or maybe flatlining. But I don't think we're going to see red until something really if Elon is not focused and he says some weird things, then maybe. So we'll see. Hi all, just want to see how Tesla investors mainly protect their shares without too much drag, sell covered calls, put dead spreads. Thanks. All right, whoever does all those things, you guys can answer him because I don't do any of those. I just buy and hold, simple as that. What else is that? Oh, this is a good news. Autopilot and FSD supervised safety data in Q2 2025. We recorded one crash for every 6.69 million miles driven in which drivers were using autopilot technology. By comparison, the most recent data available for North American Transit, something, whatever, and FHWA from 2023 shows that in the United States, there was an automobile crash approximately every, 702,000 miles. That is insane. That is from 6.7 million, let's say, to 702,000. Wow, the gap is massive, and you guys can see the chart here. This is why, you may hate Teslas because of Elon, but do it for your own safety, man. Do it for your own safety. That's all I'm saying. It's the most safest car in the world. It's insane. Hey, give me a shout out from the UK. Watch you every day. Well, let's go ahead, Ryan. Sheesh. Ryan rules. Everything else in SB growing. Tesla is due to catch up like a coiled spring. Yeah. We need more. Investors want to see more clarity. Now that we have the word taxis on the road, let's see what happens. Yeesh. Let's see. What do we have? Tesla sales in Q3 will hit all time. But this is what I'm saying, man. Let's see what everybody else is saying in on X until we are ready to go or to see what's going on with the earnings. The XAI goal is 50 million units of H100 equivalent AI compute, but much better power efficiency online within 5 years. That's insane. That is insane. NVIDIA is going to get really rich. NVIDIA is going to get extremely rich. News I have confirmed. What's we're saying here? News I have confirmed directly with the NVIDIA DMV that Tesla sat down with them as well as governor's office last week to discuss the progress of established developments. Oh, that's right. Robot taxi going to Nevada now. So we have California, Texas, Arizona, Nevada. Tesla's going fast behind the scenes. They are going quick. Let's see if there's any news here going around. I mean, that's interesting looking wheel. I don't know how this guy got pardoned, man. But anyways, let's see. There we go. Perfect. From Nick. Texas, California, Arizona, Nevada, and this is going to continue going on the list. California is next, or maybe Nevada both at the same time, and then in Nevada, and then let's see what the others are coming next. Oh, don't bet against Elon. That's right. Look at this thing. Tesla Diner. Man, this is why I love the US, and in the long term, I'll be going to live in the US because they do stuff like this. We don't do these things in Canada. And We don't do these things in flipping the Middle East. I mean, I'm here in Kuwait. We don't do any of these things here, which sucks. But we don't. I mean, gotta live, man. This is amazing. Gotta experience these things. That's awesome. What else is going on? Da, 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 da. Yeah, we have all these people, California, making these videos. We have Elon Musk going to Andre saying, talking about the Tesla diner, love this supercharger diner, but really a kind of exhibit for the future. He's plotting a road trip to San Francisco, LA to charge Shadowfax. Elon comments here saying, Andre, my long lost brother, let us work together again. That'd be crazy if that happens. That would be crazy if that happens. Sheesh. Elon Musk also going crazy on X, liking and reposting from, I guess, content creators like me. So let's see. That is awesome. I mean, yeah, everyone just eager to see what's going to happen. Stock is again just flatlined, not much happening. 17, yeah, just flatlining here. Let's see what happened with, oops, well, I think there we go. Let's see. Good question. What about Dojo? I don't think Dojo is being asked in the earnings call. There's just so many things there's so many other things to ask. So we'll see. We will see. Wake me up when Robotaxi removes all the safety monitors, bro. That's gonna be over time, but it's gonna happen. Pumped, Takasega, I'm pumped as well. Faith in Elon, 100%. Don't want to bet against him. You do not want to bet against Elon whatsoever. So, oh man, wake me up before you go. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Awesome. Itini, sorry if I butcher your name, man, but Itinian Duong Manik. Good morning from France. All right. Got guys from where y'all from, man? Let me see where you all are commenting or watching this from. Very curious to know from what city, from what part of the world you guys are tuning in from. Crazy. Sweden. Oh, Sweden. So we're pretty much in the same time zone, my friend. It should be 11 p.m. there almost. Let's go. Okay. UK, good stuff. What is that? Coffee? Is that a coffee local? Copenhagen. Nice. USA. Vegas. Love it. Vallarta, Mexico. Red Bull and or coffee, little bro. Yeah. I think I do need that. Denmark, nice. Mars, bro, nice, love it. Near Berlin, Germany, Japan, Montreal, Canada, fellow Canadian, let's go. Thailand, nice. Great Britain, Switzerland, France, nice. We have United Kingdom, India, bro, in India, dude, we've got Teslas in India now, in Mumbai, I believe. Bro, if you're in Mumbai, hit it up. Let's go see what's going on there. Let's go. I'm seeing some pictures and videos. People are very interested in it, but it's pretty expensive there. I think it's like 70 grand for like a Model Y or something, which is flipping crazy. But nice. Finally, we entered India. Sweden boy again here. Let's go Antarctica. Bro, are you serious? Are you seriously watching this from Antarctica? Seriously, that's insane. I'm in Uruguay. Let's go. Wow, great mix. The Netherlands, UK. Let's do this. Hey, bro, what's going on? Who do not drive in Tesla in here? I don't drive. I mean, I don't have a Tesla because I'm in Kuwait. There's no Teslas here in Kuwait, which frustrates me sometimes because I really want to drive a Tesla. Really frustrates me sometimes. Stoneholm, Denmark, Virginia. Sweden, of course, you're joking. I know. Sweden, good stuff. Colombian in the Netherlands, nice. Hey, bro, you have suckers from around the world. Suckers. Don't make me block you. Toronto, same city. Let's do this. Ohio, I'm waiting for the stock to hit 680. Then I'll use profits to buy my first Tesla. Smart. Pune, India, very nice. Henry from Michigan, USA, just bought a call for 355 strike price expires Friday. Nice. California. Oh my. Oh Ben, I hope you visited the Tesla diner because I would have. The amount of Tesla I'm seeing in Ireland is insane. Good. Hello, greetings from Chile. Greetings. Nice. From Mumbai, people like Tesla in India, very excited for Tesla products. Yes, that's the diff. But here's the thing though. Yes, they like it, but can they afford it? Liking it and affording it, two different things. I mean, I like many things. I like private jets, but I can't afford a private jet, and I probably will never. So, yeah. Mahabab, Virginia Tech. Okay, you will get your Tesla, Neil. Yes, you will. Let's go, Pejjy. What do you think the earnings will be? Well, I think, I mean, for me, I don't care what the earnings are going to be. I care more about the earnings call. That's what I think. What majority of things are going to happen. But I think we're in for a surprise. Let's see what happens. Las Vegas, love it. Thanks, pal. I'll take. I take it. You have one, of course. If you could buy a Tesla today, what model would you pick? Model 3, hands down. Depending where I am, if I am in the Middle East, I'll go for the rear wheel drive with the big range. But if I am back in Toronto or in the US, I probably go for performance. Oh yeah, seeing Teslas in Thailand and Cambodia, love it. Belgium, 4 minutes to go. Let's flip and go. Yeah, you're right. 4 minutes to go until we are ready. This is awesome, exciting. Where will the earnings call be at? Right here. I'll be doing the earnings earnings report and earnings call right here. We're going for 3 hours, boys and girls. 3 hours. India has a very strong policies for EV and electric in general, so I believe a factory is coming soon. I really hope so. Man. I mean, if we can get a factory in India, that would be awesome. That would be really awesome, actually. We can bring the price down from 80,000 to maybe down to sub 50, 40,000. And if it's affordable models, we can even bring it down even below that. But the main question is can Tesla solve FSD in China? That is the bigger question. If they can do that, Tesla, I think, should be worth more than 20 trillion, in my opinion. What about stock price? 20%. Depends what the earnings call is, my man. Who cares until robotaxis are going full force? Yes, but it's 3 years old now, so I need a new one that have hardware 4. Let's see what happens with hardware 5. It's talking about in Q3, there's going to be a new hardware coming out to Tesla. So let's see. Let's effing go. I got yours and Herbert's stream on. Bro, you got both our streams on? How can you listen to both of us at the same time, man? That's insane. What do you think we will hear as far as guidance, and where do you think the stock will be? I think, here's the thing. If Elon comes out and says this, that yes, we are expanding to other cities, we are going much faster than we are expecting, and by end of the year, we expect to have this much robotaxis, I think this would be good guidance to see what's going to happen. Okay, because it's way too early to say that we're going to be growing this much quarter over quarter and making this much money, because it's going to take some time until Tesla makes some money off the robotaxis. So if he says the right things there, I think the stock can do well. But I think Wall Street is also looking at affordable models to seeing where that is. That's also very important. So if Wall Street gets their answer and gets a good projection, I think we can see a green. But again, who knows what's going to happen here? If this earnings call is lousy and they're saying, yeah, let's see what happens going forward, the stock's going to go down, because Wall Street doesn't want to see. They don't want to wait and see what happens. They want things. They want actual timelines and numbers, which it's too early right now to do it, which is why I'm more excited for Q4 earnings than this earnings, because we're going to get more data then. 3 hours, Pejjy, that's right. Oh, shoot, it's out? Okay, let's go see. Here we go. You guys are talking about it's out. The numbers are out. How can the numbers be out? Come on. Refreshing it until I can see this. Come on. I mean, no, how could the numbers be out? How dare you, Hadouken? Got me so excited. Anyways, the market's closed. It should be. I love you though. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna keep refreshing this page until I see it because I don't want to waste a second of this. Oh man. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't want to waste a second. Come on. Refresh F5. Come on, keep refreshing it, keep refreshing it, keep refreshing it. A good indication is to see earnings. Um, yeah, if this goes green, if this goes red, we will know if it's out or not. But let's see. Come on, exciting times, guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's time to get hyped over this stuff. I don't know why these things get me really excited, but I love reading numbers and stuff like that. So let's see. Come on, come on, come on. Someone, I wish I could put a drum roll here or something. But this is awesome. Yeah, man. Get hyped. Let's go. Let's go. So some of you guys are asking me what number is it for them to beat? It's right here, 39 cents. Tesla needs to be 39 cents to be a beat. So that's the number. That's the EPS non-gap number that they need to have a beat. Like and subscribe, everyone. Let's flippin' go. Let's see what happens. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. I'm hitting refresh. I'm just control F5, control F5, control F5. Dude, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. The intensity is real, guys. The intensity is real. Come on, 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 come on. Oh my God. Bro, come on, upload this thing already. Come on, man. Come on, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Any moment now. Any moment now. Any moment now. Come on. Bro, stock is red. What do you mean stock is red? Let's see. Refresh it. Oh no, I mean, come on. 0.06%. You can't. Come on. Bro, come on, man. Man, this intensity. You guys are going crazy in the comments, man. In the chat, you guys are saying it's a beat. It's not a beat. Put puts, put calls. It's flipping awesome. Come on, man. How many? This refresh button is gonna be violated after me hitting it so much. So you guys are betting on puts? Oh my God. Oh my God. This is awesome. 46. You guys are saying 46. What does that mean? Is that a beat? Is that the beat? You guys are saying, I see two of you guys saying 46. Okay, if it's a beat, well then, what the market after hours is down 16 cents. Bro, 16 cents. Come on. Bro, it uploads. So you're telling me it uploads 11:10 sharp? Are you serious? Bro, why y'all saying 46 in the comments? What is this 46 that you guys are saying? Unless you guys are catching up to this live stream that I asked you guys, what are your EPS estimates? Oh, Google beat, right? It's 46. What's 46, bro? Nothing is 46. Bro, what is 46? You guys are trolling in the comments. Tesla always late. Yeah, you guys are always like honestly, you guys are tripping, man. You guys are tripping. I mean, it's flat. This hasn't even come out yet. I'm watching 3 streams. Why are you guys watching multiple streams? We're all like everyone is going crazy here. Neil, you guys are I said 46. What is 46? What is this for? It's climbing. Bro, look. 2 cents, 3 cents, it's 60 cents. These are nothing. These are just God. I know. You guys are hilarious. Come on. I'm watching Invest Answers and the homie Pejjy. Let's go. I love to get the Invest Answers on the channel. Need to get him here one day. First, CERN. I want to get CERN back. He has a lot of interesting stuff that we got to talk about. Bro, you guys are trolls saying 46 in the comments. Bro, what the? You guys are crazy. I don't know. I'm refreshing. I'm not seeing anything. If it's 46, it should be a beat. You know, the stock should be going much higher than this. Rob Mauer, 46. I mean, they mean 46 cents. 88 cents. The speculation is hilarious. All right, looks like there's some movement going around. It looks like some people are getting it. Usually it's late. Usually it's late. Ooh. Stock's going up about 1% now. Let's see. Come on, man. Okay, hold up a second. Maybe, just maybe, let me see press release. Let me see press release. If there's anything new on the press releases, I can see that way. Okay, no, forget it. Go back. What am I doing? Come on now. Where is it? I keep refreshing. I keep refreshing. Come on. Ay. This is insane. I know, it's insane. Everyone is so eager. This thing isn't even out yet. Come on. So Tesla is up. I mean, look, this has nothing. This is too low for anything. Maybe some people has gotten it, but we're still waiting for the masses like us to get it. Come on, bro. Come on. This is so intense. Do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. This is just too. The suspense is killing me sometimes, man. The suspense is fucking killing me. Oops, I swore. Man, come on. And you guys saying 46, you all trolling, man. You all are trolling. Come on. Exactly. Thank you, Code. Thank you. It ain't out yet. But I'm not going to lie. If they actually do 46 cents, that'd be insane. Come on, man. Elon gonna talk? Elon is gonna talk, but 1 hour after the earnings are out. I think 5:30. That's the time he's gonna talk for about an hour. Bro, come on. What's happening here? Come on. I know whoever is saying 46, they're all just trolling in the comments. Nothing is happening. Impressive 46. So you guys are trolling so much. Come on. Pejjy looks like Pejjy looks like an optimist in reverse. What does that even mean? Some of the comments here are hilarious, dude. Come on, man. Come on. I swear, Tesla's website's gonna go down for this Q2 earnings from all this stuff. Come on. Jeez, Louise. Over 2,000 people are here. Nice. I love it. Yes, Blaine. Yes, I am in Q8. I'm trying to get the hell out of this place. But yes, I am here in Q8. I need Tesla to 10x for me to get the heck out of this place. For good. Without looking back. Come on. Yeah, man, I'm eyeing Texas. I was planning to come to Texas. I've been eyeing Texas. uh, for a long time. So I will be visiting. I wanted to visit. I wanted to visit Texas this summer, but I don't think that's possible. Come on, bro. Y'all are trolling in the comments. 46, 46, 46. Come on, come on, come on. Wow. Okay, what have you guys said? 1110 or 410? It's 410. And the earnings are not out yet. So what the heck, dude? Come on. And guys, it's not 46. You all trolling. Because what is stock doing? The stock is actually still flat, so the earnings aren't even out yet. Come on. Hurry up, hurry up. Bro, you don't want to live in Texas. Bro, what state are you in? Out. Everyone's saying it's out. It's out. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Get ready. 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 Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna make this full screen. I don't know if you guys can see this perfectly or not. I'm not gonna see your comments for a bit, but I want to see this full screen. Let's see if I can. All right. Okay. Before I start, let's go to the bottom line. If it was a beat or a miss. Let's see if it's a beat or a miss. 40 cents. It was a beat. Beat Tesla beat earnings. Beat it. Tesla beat it. Tesla beats 40 cents. 40 cents. I have to talk about it. Tesla beats earnings. Yeah, versus 39. Let's go. Let's go. Good stuff. Good stuff. So this is good. It's a beat. What is this? What is the stock doing? The stock is pumping up 1%. Let's go. Let's go. The earnings are a beat. We're good. Okay. Now that's just one part. Let's go talk about. All right. Let's go talk about what the heck is going on with the whole report, the whole earnings report. I'm going to go zoom in a bit more. So let's talk about this, guys. All right. Profitability. $900 million GAAP operating income, 1.2 billion GAAP net income, 1.4 billion non-GAAP. 1.4 billion. That beats my estimate. Let's go. That's good stuff. Operating cash flow of 2.5 billion, operating cash flow of 100 million. So not much actually. 200 million decrease in our cash and investments. So okay. There's a cash went down a little bit. True. Launched our operations, launched our robotaxi service in Austin, delivered first customer vehicle fully autonomously, deployed first megapacks from Megapack Factory Shanghai, which is awesome. Summary, our Q2 2025 semi-annual point in Tesla's history, the beginning of our transition from leading the electric vehicle and renewable energy industries to also becoming a leader in AI, robotics, and related services. Our first robotaxi service launched in Austin in June. While the service is limited in initial scope, we believe our approach to autonomy, a camera-only architecture with neural networks trained on data from our global fleet of millions of vehicles, allows us to continually improve safety, rapidly scale the network, and improve profitability. What is this lighter stuff, right? We continue to expand our vehicle offering, including first builds of a more affordable model in June, with volume production planned for the second half. Second half of 2025. Additionally, we continue development of Semi and Cybercab, both slated for the volume production of 2026. So there we go. More affordable models in June. To expand the vehicle offering, including first builds. So they already have built the affordable models in June. They still have. So we haven't seen any leaks of it, but they have built the affordable models. They have produced it as they promised. That's what they promised. With volume production planned for the second half of 2025. So wait a minute. Affordable models are coming. They are coming second half of 2025. That's awesome. Let's see what's going to happen. The energy business is more critical than ever. The availability of clean, reliable energy is necessary for economic growth and an imperative for the development and commercializations of AI-enabled products and services. As electricity demand grows, our Megapack product helps to increase utilization of existing generation and transmission capacity, resulting in a more efficient use of electric grid. When paired with solar PV, Megapack is cost competitive with traditional fossil fuel generation assets and can be deployed 4 times faster than the traditional fossil fuel plants for of the same capacity, which is awesome. Trailing 12-month energy storage developments achieved their 12-month consecutive quarterly record. Despite a sustained uncertain macroeconomic environment resulting from shifting tariffs, unclear impacts from changes to fiscal policy and political sentiments, we continue to make a high-value investment in capex and R&D while ensuring a strong balance sheet. Our priorities remain the same: delivering affordable delivering affordable and compelling autonomy-capable models that maximize our global fleet of vehicles as our autonomy software continues to rapidly progress, growing the energy business and advancing our robotics efforts. Amazing. So let's look at the financials. We got $16.6 billion, of course, minus 16 year over year. We have energy deployment 2.7. I was right on this. I know it was going to be the 2.7s. I think it's a bit more than I thought. Wow. Services to 3 billion, not 2.8, which I thought, which is good. Total revenue of 22.4 billion. That's 300 million more than what I thought, minus 12% year over year. Total gross profits did increase from Q1, of course, but year over year is down 15%. Operating expense, right on. What did I say? I said 2,950. Right here, we have operating expense of 2,955. So that's like pretty much bullseye, which is awesome. Income from operations, I had 969, it's 923, which is awesome. We have operating margin of 4.1%. I thought 4.3%, so that is flipping great. Margin of 15.1%, not 17.7%, but nonetheless, this is good. Net income 1.1. That's because of services and energy, which is good. And non-GAAP of 1.3. We have, of course, the non-GAAP of 40 cents, which is great. Net cash. Yeah, well, it did go down a little bit, but still sitting strong at $36.7 billion in cash, which is awesome. Let's look at the financial summary. How you guys doing, by the way? I can't see what you guys are writing in the comments because I have this on full screen because I want to see what's going on. Financial summary: revenue, total revenue decreased 12% year over year to 22.5 billion year over year. Revenue was impacted by the following items: negative decline in vehicle deliveries, negative lower regulatory credit revenue. We'll see that in the statement of operations. Negative reduced vehicle average selling price. Of course, this was going to happen due to excluding FX impact. Okay, due to mix. Negative decline in energy generation and storage revenue due to lower average selling price, but growth in, that's one positive, growth in services and others. Profitability, our operating income decreased 42%. I mean, that's not good, right? That's not good. But the stock is ripping up. I mean, let me go ahead and refresh that, what the stock is doing. Despite all this, it went back down. I mean, it didn't move much at all. Again, I told you guys, it doesn't matter if it's a beat or a miss. That the stock's not really going to move. It's the earnings call that's really going to determine it. But down 42% year over year to $900 million, resulting in a 4.1% operating margin. Year over year operating income was primarily impacted by the following items: negative lower regulatory credit revenue, negative increase in operating expenses, for example, restructuring and SBC, driven by AI and other R&D projects, negative decline in vehicle deliveries, negative increase in SBC. What's SBC, guys? Can you guys comment? See what that is. Plus or positive decrease in restructuring charges, positive lower cost per vehicle due to mix and lower raw materials, partly offset by lower fixed cost absorption and an increase in tariffs, positive growth in energy generation and storage gross profits. Cash, our quarter end cash equivalents and investments was 36.8 billion. The sequential decrease of 200 million was primarily the result of changes in changes in restricted cash in cash used in financing activities, partially offset by free of cash flow. True. And you guys can see the not official, operational summary here. We can see storage, energy storage up by 2% because of Q2 of 2024, not much. But I think this is going to explode in the next coming quarters, big time. Tesla location has increased 13% year over year from 1390 to 1454. Mobile service fleet is going down. Second quarter in a row now going down, which is interesting. Maybe it's not as feasible in some locations. Supercharger stations has increased 14%. These guys are going strong with superchargers. They ain't stopping on that. From quarter one, they went from 7131 to 7377, which is massive. The superchargers network over 70,000 now worldwide, which is awesome, up 18%, which is great. This is awesome. Automotive. What's going on with automotive here? Automotive says that we continue to make progress for the launch of additional models this year. So that's still coming, which is awesome. Our entire model lineup is better than ever with recent updates. Our ongoing focus on supply chain robustness has enabled a resilient vehicle capacity base despite trade and policy uncertainties. We produced our 8 millionth vehicle in June. That's amazing. 8 million robots on wheels. Crazy. US, California, Nevada, and Texas, we had a record test drives in North America, up 20% sequentially. Given the recent refreshes in our product portfolio and rapid improvements in FSD supervised, it is paramount we maximize the number of prospective customers experiencing our vehicles. In May, the team launched the long-range rear-wheel drive Model Y with 357 miles of range, starting under $47,000 before incentives, opening the Model Y portfolio to more potential buyers. In Asian Pacific and Asian Central, if I'm not mistaken, Shanghai, Gigafactory Shanghai remains our main export hub and continues to support greater market expansion. We achieved record delivery volumes in South Korea, Malaysia, and the Philippines, and Singapore. In July, we launched the Model Y in India, making our entry into the world's third largest car market. But we need affordable models there. We need the affordable models there to make any dent or any impact in the sales. The refreshed Model 3 earned a 5-star, I love it, overall safety rating from ANCAP, achieving 95% in the child occupant protection pillar, the highest result recorded to date against ANCAP's 2023 to 2025 criteria. We continue to prepare for broader release of FSD supervised in China this year, pending regulatory approval. Europe and the Middle East, come on, man. Berlin, Model Y was the best-selling vehicle in Norway year to date and in Turkey, Netherlands, Switzerland, and Austria in June. The refreshed Model 3 achieved a 5-star overall rating as well in Europe NCAP and is the safest car in Europe based on the latest Europe NCAP test scores. We continue to prepare for the launch of FSD supervised in Europe this year, pending approval as well. Let's take a look at this chart right here. So pretty much what they're saying is that they're launched in new markets. FSD supervised is pending approval in some of these places. California Model X, 100K, production, SNX, same thing with 3Y, 550, Shanghai, 950, Cybercab, Tesla Semi, and Roadster. I'm not seeing the other one, design development. I'm not seeing the other models here, but I think they're doing it on purpose and not putting it here. We have US, Canada here. Market share is going down a little bit. So that is slipping down, but I think this is just temporary. We can see that going up as we keep going to the future. Core technology. Man, look at this chart. FSD miles on FSD miles on version 12 and beyond. FSD miles on V11 and before. What is the stock doing? Again, the stock's not really doing anything. It's staying flat. It's staying flipping flat. Man, make sure you guys smash that like button and hit subscribe. This is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. But nonetheless, look at that. It's now they have 4.5 billion miles of data. That is insane. There is no one else who can get this data. Nobody else. This is why Tesla's hard to compete with because of this right here. Artificial intelligence software and hardware. In June, we launched our robotaxi service in the first city, Austin, with a safety driver. We will further improve and expand the service, more vehicles covering a larger area, eventually without a safety driver. Ooh, that's really good. While testing in other cities, in other US cities, in anticipation of additional launches. That's very exciting. That's my whole core of going all in on Teslas because of this right here. Our efforts to refine the robotaxi offering in Austin are not location specific and will allow us to scale to other cities quickly with marginal investment. That's big. They're pretty much giving a shade on the they're throwing shade on lidar. They're saying that we don't have, you know, we're not geofence. We're not limited to just areas. We can do anywhere. We achieved the world's first autonomous delivery to a customer with a new production Model Y, driving itself around 30 minutes from the factory across town to its new owner's home, including on highways. We expanded AI training compute with an additional 16,000 H200 GPUs at Giga Factory, Texas, bringing Cortex to a total of 67,000 H100 equivalent, which is absolutely insane. Vehicle and other software. Our cars get better over time. A 2017 Model 3 owner today has access to features that did not exist when their car was built. Improved security and safety, Sentry mode, dash cam viewer, automatic blind spot camera, dog mode, increased convenience, Tesla profiles, mobile app trip planner, battery preconditioning for faster supercharging, and entertainment options, Netflix, YouTube, among many others, and delivered for free via software updates, which is awesome. We also launched the Robotaxi mobile app, which leverages existing Tesla app features and provides a seamless customer experience with a Tesla profile. Customers can request a ride, follow follow the vehicle's location, preset cabin temperatures, unlock the car using their phone, have access to their favorite entertainment, and securely pay for the ride with their payment profile. Battery powertrain and manufacturing. Our lithium refining and cathode production plans remain on track to begin production in 2025. Onshoring production of critical battery materials to the US. We are on course to begin domestic production of our first LFP cells for our energy storage products later this year, which is awesome. And here's another chart saying how their AI compute is ramping and it's just recently taken off. They're saying by September it'll be 120,000. That's insane. That is insane. NVIDIA really benefits big time here. Benefits big time. Let's talk about energy and services and others. Energy storage deployments continue to grow as we expand capacity for both Megapack and Powerwall to meet demand globally. Services and other a collection of businesses that mainly support vehicle sales also continues to grow alongside our global fleet of vehicles. Energy generation and storage, and you guys can see the chart here how energy and services is going up. Yeah, and this is going to continue to go up with 2 factories now. It's going to continue to go up. Energy generation and storage, energy storage deployments once again increase on a trailing 12 months basis, including record Powerwall deployments for the 5th consecutive quarter, which is great. Gross profits increased sequentially and year over year, reaching a record of $846 million. Insane. We started deploying Megapacks from Megapack Factory Shanghai as the ramp continued as planned. Regionalizing energy storage manufacturing capacity is critical for meeting demand given the shifting tariff, trade, and fiscal policy globally. Services and others, as we can see here, here's the energy going up like crazy. Services and other gross profits grew 64% sequentially, partly due to improved supercharging gross profit generation from increased volume. We added over 2,900 net new supercharging stalls. Amazing, growing the network from 18% year over year. which is awesome. We continue redefining the vehicle buying and ownership experience. We have integrated AI agents to help resolve customer queries, reduce wait times for service, and even provide assistance when placing an order for accessories, parts, and products without having to wait for a person. Bro, we are leveraging this same technology in other service technicians' workflow to help improve turnaround times for service. Sheesh. Outlook. Here's important. I think we should all know about this outlook part is volume. It is difficult to measure the impacts of shifting global trade and fiscal policies on automotive and energy supply chains, our cost structure, and demand for durable goods and related services. While we are making prudent investments that will set up both our vehicle and energy businesses for growth, the actual results will depend on a variant of factors, including the broader macroeconomic environment, the rate of acceleration of our autonomy efforts, and production ramp at our factories. All right, cash. We have sufficient liquidity to fund our product roadmap, long-term capacity expansion plans, and other expenses. Furthermore, we will manage the business such that we maintain a strong balance sheet during the uncertain period. This is something that they've always been saying. Profit. While we continue to execute on innovations to reduce the cost of manufacturing and operations, over time, we expect our hardware-related profits to be accompanied by an acceleration of AI, software, and fleet-based profits. Yep, for the past couple of quarters, they're missing the same thing. They're betting on robotaxi sales and revenues and AI-related stuff to make their majority of the profits, which that's what I expect too. Product. Our focus remains on prudently growing our vehicle volumes in a capex efficient manner by using our existing vehicle production capacity before building new lines. Interesting. Plans for new vehicles that will launch in 2025 remain on track. That's awesome, including initial production of a more affordable model in the first half of 2025. Initial production of a new Ford model. So again, plans for new vehicles will launch in 2025 remain on track. That's good to hear. Very good to hear. Our purpose-built robotaxi product, which is the Cybercab, will continue to pursue a revolutionary unbox manufacturing strategy and is scheduled for production starting in 2026. And that is the product that's gonna make Tesla worth a 5 trillion market value. Yeah, or plus. So that is what I'm looking forward to. Photos and camp charts. Let's see some stuff. Of course, we saw this photo. We're seeing some, trucking, Optimuses, robotaxi, bot, home charging, battery, all these things. Supervised FSD testing, Paris, London, Sydney, and Rome. So they're testing in Europe behind the scenes. It's happening. The first ever vehicle, that was the first ever autonomous delivery of a vehicle in history, actually, not just Tesla. This is actually in history. This is a big deal. The fact that the car drove itself from the production line all the way to the customer's house. Flipping awesome. We have Tesla Diner that opened up as well, just over the weekend. So that was big. Look at that, 80 stalls. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. We have Tesla Diner now open for charging, dining. Yep, this is the interior here. The future, very focused on this here. Has Tesla entered the food business and the restaurant business? That'd be interesting if they did. Progress on world's largest supercharger site. Oh my God, 168 stalls. Look at that. That is insane. I want to know where this is. I think this is Lost Hills in California. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. 168 stalls. Sheesh. And it's all renewables. I love to see that. Love to see that. Gigafactory Berlin produced Tesla's 8 millionth vehicle. That's awesome. That is awesome. We see the numbers here, vehicle deliveries, cash flow, net income. What else do we have here? We have trading 12 months, of course, financial statements. Here we go. This part is interesting. Credits was 443 million. Oh, so it was less. It was less than anticipated. I thought it was 650 million, but nonetheless, I mean, numbers were close. At the end, numbers were close. I'm curious to see what the energy profits were. Let me see what the energy profits were. So, energy sales were 278 billion. Subtract the cost of it, 143. Here we go. Let's divide. I say 147 million, as they did mention this. Divide this by the sales. So over 30% in gross profits. Can you guys believe that? Over 30% in profits. That is insane. That is insane. Energy is profiting 30%. I gotta tweet this. I gotta flip and tweet this. Oh, this got a lot of likes already. Holy sheesh, 30,000. That's flipping awesome. Let me. Sorry, I'm just so excited, guys. Sheesh. Um, this is insane. Tesla Energy. Tesla Energy gross profits is over 30%. Wow, that it is. That is what we need to focus on, guys, right? Like, I mean, I think over time the autos will do good as well, but over time I think it's gonna do. Energy is really gonna change the things. It's really gonna change a lot of things, especially when there's a third factory coming, which is gonna come in Austin or Texas, is what Elon said in the last earnings call. We'll see. We'll see what he says here. Um, let's see what else is going on here with the anything interesting here that I want to look at? Well, I mean, the services and others. I mean, look at that, 3 billion, right? That went up big time, and the cost of that, well, of course, cost went up as well a little bit, but the margins are a bit more, and the profit is a bit more as well, which is really good. We have the balance sheet as well. I mean, balance sheet did increase a little bit in the assets here. Total assets is increasing still. Same thing with the liabilities. The liabilities decreased here as well. Nonetheless, they still have a very good, strong balance sheet. So let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Right? Let's talk about this. All right. Let's talk. First of all, let me know how you guys feel about this. How do you guys feel about this earnings call or earnings report? We just look at the call. I think let me go find the call right now so I can get that ready with it. Where is it? Where's Tesla? Where's Tesla? Tesla, there we go. They should have live, right? You go live. Yeah, there we go. That's it. So we will wait for this. All right, we will wait for this. 50 minutes. Yeah, so we have 50 minutes until this call goes down. So let's just go back and talk about to you guys. How do you guys feel about this? Right? I think what happened to my screen here? Sorry, this is why I need a dual screen. I think, or sorry, not I think, let's talk about the good, bad, and ugly, but I do think that we did beat. That was good. That was really good. We did beat the estimate. So let me go ahead and say, yeah, I get a big check mark that we beat it. Yeah, we beat it, right? We beat it. Let's go. But let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good is photo models are closer than ever. They didn't mention anything about fast tracking robotaxi or anything like that. So that's that. Majority of the stuff that we are looking for as Tesla investors for the long term, it was good stuff. But if you want to look at it currently to see what what the company's doing, I mean, of course, when there's negative 16% in growth, 12% negative in that, and minus 42% negative in earnings, that's very bad, of course, right? Income from operations. But we know this is not This is not the full story, right? This is not the full story for Tesla. We know that the robotaxi stuff is coming, the FSD stuff, and that's the main thing. That's what we care about the most. So, um, I guess you can say the ugly was, of course, I mean, -42% year over year. I mean, uh, if you're a um, investor who's looking at the financials today, you're gonna say -42%. That's terrible. That's terrible. I'm not going to invest in this company. But then when you look at, if you just think a little bit and look forward 2 or 3 years, 4 years from now, and you see how Tesla and the robotaxis are gonna make the majority of the money. I mean, for crying out loud, the energy is 30% gross profits, and that's growing. That's insane. That is insane. So once these things are scaled, the amount of generation that Tesla can make is going to be awesome. Is going to be awesome. So, and oh look, the stock is a little bit red now. Again, even if it's up 1% or down 1%, it doesn't matter. See, it's a zigzag. We want to see what Elon's going to say in this earnings call. If he doesn't say what we want to say, it's going to go down. If he says the good stuff, it's going to go up. But affordable models are on the way. He made it clear here in his earnings report, and I think Elon will talk about it correctly. But the main focus right now is the earnings report. Is the robotaxis and FSD. That is the main thing. And if we can, focus on that, because I'm fully focused on that. I don't care about the autos and stuff like that. We can easily see what that is. 50 minutes before, until we, 50 minutes. What's going on here? I'm getting a lot of notifications on my phone. What's going on? Until earnings is coming. So this is exciting. This is exciting. How do you all feel about this? Let me see how you all feel. How do you guys feel about this earnings call? We did beat it. Man, there's a lot of comments. I got to go back and talk to you guys, but I'm just going to go see what's going. Okay, so what are you guys expecting to drive growth if not robotaxi? Are you bearish? Well, driving growth, the next thing that's going to drive growth is FST and robotaxi. That's just going to happen within the next 12 months, in my opinion. But the next thing that would drive growth, if it's not robotaxi, is probably going to be energy. But I think robotaxi, once it's fully scaled up and everywhere, I think that's going to be an awesome view to see when it comes to that. No, this is false. FSD does not work in rain and is allowed without a person on the FSD. No, that's false. FSD can work in the rain. It can work in snow. It can work in fall. The pictures are right there. Now, the videos are right there. This is also false. FSD sucks and will never happen without LiDAR. This is such a clown comment. More people will die. Actually, more people have been saved with it than died. So what's with this bearish outtake with all these guys? It's hilarious. How long until earnings come out? Dude, earnings has already come out. Where have you been? I've been going over for the past half an hour. Come on, man. Let's see. There's a lot of deferred revenues, 3.7 billion kept Tesla afloat. True. Okay. No Dojo, Nvidia. Yeah, there's nothing about Dojo. Maybe we'll get it in the earnings call. Let's see what happens. Pejjy, you need to come out to LA and Texas, bro. I want to come this summer, but don't think it's gonna happen next summer. Okay, 5 trillion. Why not go to 69 trillion while you're at it? Let's go. Why not? Let's flip and go, William, brother. They're literally saying they're working on a new. Exactly, they are working on it, and it's coming first half or second half later this year, which is awesome. Geez, there's a lot of comments. Here. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, Pejjy, man. Don't be like that. Don't be like what? I don't know what you're talking about. What are these little bits comments? I know it's hilarious. These comments, these guys are coming out. Oh, they're doing so bad. I love it. I'm waiting for this earning call to see what they say about guidance and taxi. Awesome. But why are you disappointed though? Like why are you disappointed? We do here's the thing, guys. We don't care. We don't care about this quarter, and we're not gonna care about the next quarter and the one after that. We don't care about these things. We care about next year's quarter. We care about Q2 of 2028. That's what we care about. Q2 of 2020, 2030. That's what we care about. That's when we see, once we have robotaxis and all these things coming, that's what we care about. So I don't know what you guys are disappointed in. It's weird. If Elon says robotaxi is rolling out to the public, like next month, the stock will pop. It'll pop big time. It'll pop big time. Not just that, once it's popped out in LA, once it's popped out in Arizona and in Nevada and in other parts of the US cities, that's gonna pop up big time. And y'all wanna sit here and go like, bro, seriously? Come on. Have some patience, man. Have some patience. So yeah, they are rolling out next month. He said that already. Nice. Keep kicking can the road. What can on the road, my man? No, what you guys are so disappointed. It's absolutely sad to see you guys this disappointed. Y'all know this is a long-term investment, right? You guys didn't think that this quarter is gonna be the quarter where we're gonna get rainbows and sunshine news. I hope you guys didn't think about that. I hope you guys weren't expecting that. This is not the quarter. This is not the quarter for that. This quarter, next quarter, and the quarter after that, they're not gonna be good quarters because it's still heavily on cars until it's not. So y'all need to chill. Y'all need to look more further. God. What delayed what? What has he delayed? I don't understand. Okay, how many times does Elon have to delay before you realize you're being had? What is he being delayed, dude? What is he delaying? I don't know what he's delaying. Oh, thank you, McAshy. They are so short-sighted. They need to go. They need therapy. It's ridiculous. That is crazy. Jeez, fam. If you think Tesla falls because of some EV credits, give me all your shares right now. Exactly. Seriously, this is not why you're invested in Tesla right now. You're invested in Tesla because of the next products that are coming out, which, by the way, have nothing to do with cars. Wall Street will like that, but I don't care about that. Robotaxi, energy, Optimus. Now, Optimus we can leave out the door, but it's not about the cars. It's never been about the cars. The reason why I'm all in Tesla is not because of the cars. It's because of the robotaxi, FSD, and how that's going to change everything. You guys are really talking. You guys are witnessing the iPhone come out, and you guys are saying that it's so expensive, it's not going to work, and no one's going to buy an iPhone. But this is the product that made Apple 10 times or whatever the time it is today. We are in this moment with Tesla, with the robotaxi, and we're seeing it with our bare eyes. It's working, it's happening. And y'all sitting there and going like, oh, they're doing so bad. I'm not looking forward. I'm not gonna see how this model is gonna turn out great. Guys, stop being so short-sighted. Stop being so short-sighted. God, y'all need to chill. Y'all need to not get your emotions in here. Yes, but it's finally here. It's finally here. We're seeing robotaxis happening. Guys, I don't know what you guys were betting on this quarter. You guys thinking that we're gonna get like a dollar beat earnings, and then thinking that we're gonna get, Elon saying robotaxis are gonna be all over the US by tomorrow. Like, what are you guys doing? God. Yeah, that's true. I'm not gonna deny that. But is Tesla better is Tesla better with Elon or without him? That's all. That's all. I think it's better. Car sales are such a small part of car companies. Service is where the money is at. In Tesla, it's going to be neither. It's going to be the robotaxi. 360 average price. Am I cooked? Well, depending on earnings call, let's see what he has to say. That's that. Move the goalpost. What goalpost, bro? It's always been for me 2030. It has not been moved closer or has gone further. God, this is hilarious. and they have the affordable car coming out this half of 2025, and they have clearly stated that multiple times. You guys are freaking out about EV credit affordable. I know it's ridiculous. Thank you, Benji. It's honestly ridiculous. They're all getting butthurt because of this. It's sad to see, but it's also hilarious to see. It's crazy. Q1 was around 399 and Q2 over 900. I mean, that is already a good sign. Q2 is a good improvement from Q1, absolutely. Pejjy, you have been saying next year and next year for the last 4 years, and nothing stopped scamming. What are you talking about? What do you mean nothing? Do you not see the cars drive themselves? Do you not see robo taxis on the road? Do you not see energy coming out? This guy, my God. I don't know. My horizon is till 2030. Whether at 10x's or not, whether at 30x's in 2028 or 2029, whatever, I'm up till 2030. After that, we will see. So let's see. God, you guys need to have a longer scope. This is a long-term investment. This is not a short-term investment. Because if credits are going away, you guys are crying? Come on. Just opened 2 new showroom service centers, 60K square foot in Bergen County, New Jersey. The market in unit is booming. Exactly. You guys are going crazy. Bro, don't spam me. I will block you. I will remove you. Don't spam. But man, long term, exactly. Long term. Y'all need to chill. All right? If you're a long-term investor, I mean, I thought they're going to miss this earnings call. I thought they were going to miss it. But they actually beat it, which is awesome, which is great. And here's the thing, they beat it while being negative in cash flow. I love how this stuff works out, eh? It's crazy. But man, overall, I think, let me go back to the earnings report. Let's see what's the stock doing right now. Stock is, gonna refresh the page to see what's going on. It's green again. I mean, again, everyone is waiting to see what the earnings call is gonna be, right? Let's see if there's anything I'm missing. Let's see. I mean, if there's any bombshells in this, there's really no bombshells in this earnings report. It's just been this reassurance of what's happening with the affordable models and the FSD and robotaxi. That's it. But there's really no bombshells here, right? If we look at the outlook, they're just adjusting how they're doing things based on, the current fiscal policies and global trade as they're shifting supply chains, all that kind of stuff. Products, right? We can focus on this again, saying things like, our focus remains on prudently growing our vehicle volumes in a capex efficient manner by using our existing vehicle production capacity before building new lines. Now, I want to know what these new lines are, because it's not the cyber cab. And if they mean new lines, does this mean there's going to be newer models coming? But that doesn't make sense if robotaxis are going to be deployed everywhere, because that's going to take away car ownership eventually over time. So I think them using existing vehicle production lines and capacity right now, I think that makes the most sense. This way they can lower costs, and they have the line there. And it's the same 3 and Y, maybe slightly different designs, but cheaper. And they're your affordable models. And they really don't need a new lineup for it. You know what I'm trying to say? They don't need a new lineup for it. And the product that I think Tesla can be worth upward of $5 trillion, the Cybercab, our purpose-built robotaxi product, Cybercab, will continue to pursue a revolutionary unboxing manufacturing strategy and is scheduled for production starting in 2026. 2026 is going to be a great year. I think 2025. I think it's a great foundation year where they're laying out the robotaxis, the FSD, and all the things that are needed to build upon. But 2026, I think, is the thing that's going to take that one big step forward and actually scale it everywhere we need them to scale. And I'm talking about internationally as well. And if Tesla is really going in volume production for the Cybercab, then I do expect them to do pre-orders of the Cybercab this year. So they're talking about, plans for new vehicles that will launch in 2025 remain on track. They're still talking about that. And then you're gonna have the pre-order of the Cybercab coming. Because if I'm Tesla and I know this thing is going to, be produced, and I know I'll be selling them next year, it'd be good to have some pre-orders, so I know I can sell them right away, right? And I think they will do this. Let's see, chances are not that high. Actually, no, I think it's a 60% chance they will do this. So I guess you can say, it's a little high. Let's see what everybody on X are saying. Yeah, let's see what everybody on X are saying. Everyone is going crazy. And here's Tesla just going down the highlights, what they're saying. We talked about it already. Yeah. Love it. Wow, energy gross profit 32.2%. Yeah, it's amazing. Breaking Tesla beat. Tesla's just an automaker. Love it. Kind of like that. FSD miles this graph is about to go straight up. Yep, that's true. Tesla misses on earnings and revenue, which means the stock should go up. What are you talking about misses? They beat. Well, what do you mean they missed? They beat. They beat earnings, bro. They beat earnings. What are you talking about? They beat. Am I missing something here? Yeah, they beat it. No, everyone's going crazy in the comments here. I'm confused. EPS 33, revenue. Like I say, how do you get 33 cents? Bro, how did he get 33 cents? It's non-GAAP, bro. Non-GAAP is 40 cents. Yeah, it's non-GAAP. I'm going to answer this guy. He used EPS GAAP and not non-GAAP. 39 cents is non-GAAP. And Tesla did 40 cents. There we go. I was right. Come on, son of Walkley. What are you doing? Good stuff. Good stuff. What happened? All right. Anyways, so in June we launched our service. Okay. Jacob Hilton is saying, Raxi, our efforts to refine the robotaxi offering offer city location in other cities quickly with marginal. I mean, if anything, this will be the bombshell, right? If I can go back and show you guys that part right there. I mean, we knew this already, but I mean, I guess, right here, eventually without a safety driver while testing in other US cities, our efforts to refine the robotaxi offering in Austin are not location specific and will allow us to scale to other cities quickly with marginal investments. That's big. I mean, that is pretty big, but we knew this already. Now, Tesla has completed the first builds of their new affordable models vehicles in June. Yes, so it's ready. Everyone is nice. Elon, time to drop the really big bomb. Breaking, the Justice Department told Trump in May that his name was in the Epstein's files per Elon said, I believe. Oh, that's insane. That is crazy. Don't bet against Elon Musk. Yeah, see, Sawyer's right. 40 cents compared to 30. They did beat it. They did miss on revenue, though. Yeah, nonetheless. Tesla Q2-2025, car company. So it looks like, I mean, I'm seeing more positives and negatives here among the Tesla community, but it's good. Whew, I need to drink some water. I've been talking too much. Sheesh. Ay. So, yeah. So, majority of people are happy about this. Let me see if there's anything. Yeah. So, what are y'all saying? What are y'all saying here? Oops. What did I do to this thing? There we go. We've got like 30 minutes left until we can start this. So what are y'all saying? Oh boy. You guys are talking. Okay, Henry, this is an important remark from Tesla. Our efforts to build. Yeah, exactly what I went through. Yeah, that is, I guess, one big bombshell we can talk about, but we knew this. Oh boy. Nice. Finally, I mean, that's good news that Tesla did beat. It's very good news that Tesla did beat. Um, but overall, I don't think there was much of a um, something that would. I mean, I was shocked to see that it was even a beat. That I'll say that. I'll be shocked. I was shocked about that. But this was kind of other than them beating earnings, um, everything was pretty much as I expected. You know, photo models on track. Gonna come this year. Later this year. Robotaxi gonna expand rapidly, right? In cities, we know that. Um, no mention on semis, I guess, but yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Nothing. Yeah, of course, AI, core technology, all this stuff. I mean, it was a expected quarter, I guess. I mean, I expected this. I wasn't expecting any big bombshells coming out of this. But guys, my price target for Tesla end of this year is still 575. Just in case that you guys are going like, oh my god, no, it's not. Oh my god, Pejjy is like this, right? Guys calling me a cult and all that kind of stuff. So y'all need to chill. Y'all need to chill. Let's see if there's anything else. Breaking Tesla's cheaper car is here. Is real. First build started 2025. Mass production set late for 2025. If this happens, dude, I'm telling you, haters are coming out. These guys were expecting like the stock to go 10x, and of course that didn't happen. And we're going like, oh, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold. It's insane. It's insane. Are you gonna come to the diner, man? I would love to, but that's in LA, and I'm all the way here in the Middle East. Don't think I'll be coming this year. Next year, I'll come next year for sure, 100%. Why is there an antenna on the white? This is just a normal car. Tesla slight beat, nothing to report any consequence. Tesla flat, all about guidance. Exactly. Thank you, Randy Kirk. That's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. So I would say let's see what Elon has to say in the earnings call. If he goes off the rails, yeah, if he goes off the rails, I think the stock can go down. But I don't think he's going to go off the rails. I think he's going to remain solid. This is fire. Tesla completed the first builds of a more photo model in June. Vehicle volume production for this vehicle is still planned for the second half. I mean, this could be it. I mean, this looks like an AVT. But yeah. Oh my God, Obama is on the Epstein files too. What's going on? That is insane. Man. Anyways, I don't want to digress from here. Let's see. Oh man, what happened here? Anyways, X is crazy, dude. X is crazy. Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to talk about in this earnings call. Earnings report. So we're just waiting until we can reach the earnings call, which is going to start in less than 30 minutes. But yeah, so just to recap again, the good is Tesla beat earnings. That's one good thing. Affordable models are on the way in this second half of 2025, right? The robotaxi expansion is happening quickly and rapidly, right? These are the good things, right? The bad things, some numbers are like, from year over year down big time. But if we're long-term investors, which I do think most of us here are, looking forward, doesn't matter. Actually, I would say that would be the ugly part, the negative 40%, all that kind of stuff. The bad would be, the cash flow going down and stuff like that. But the fact that Tesla beat earnings with a negative cash flow And Tesla every year they have one quarter that they have a negative cash flow. I thought that was going to be Q1, but Q1 they actually added money into their cash position, which is insane. Didn't expect Q2 to be the negative quarter, but that's just where how do I call it? How do I say it? Uh, for investments and stuff like that. So yeah, Elon will speak in less than 25 minutes. So very excited to see what will happen here. Tesla needs to enter new markets for sure if they want to sell more cars. We didn't see anything about that. Um, I know they entered India, but that's not enough. They're only available in like 50 countries worldwide out of 196 countries. They entered Saudi, they entered India, but they need to enter more markets. I mean, I'm here in Kuwait. If they can enter Kuwait, I'll be a buyer of Tesla and I'll replace all my family's cars with Teslas. So I myself can buy 4 Teslas just to replace everybody, right? Saba, you're saying you see the Easter egg at the Tesla diner with the parking stall marked as compact, possible high. No, no. You see here, here. Let's go to it. Tesla diner, Tesla diner, Tesla diner. This thing, right? You're talking about this? No, this is not it. I think we're talking about 2 different things here. At the Tesla diner with the parking. Oh no, I did not see that. Where can I find that? Where can I find that? Let me see. Maybe it's here. Let's see. No. No, it's not here. It's not here either. No, that's it. No, it's not there either. Where'd you find this? Curious to know where this is. Oops, this thing went away again. There we go. Where did this go? Where is that? Where is that? I'm trying to find this until earnings call happens. Oh my God, there we go. No, a real person took a photo of the oh, I need to see this. I need to see this. I gotta see this. Maybe let's go search for it. Actually, let's go search for it. For compact car Tesla diner. Let's see if anything comes up. No, that's not it. That's not it. I don't see it. I don't see it. No, I don't see it. I have to. You guys need to send this to me because I'm very interested to see what that is. Oh, roll onto the rescue. Love it. So he's talking about Tesla gross profits and operating margin. So this is, oh my God. Why is it like that? Come on. There we go. Gross profits and operating margin, 4.1%. There we go. Yes. Expenses, 41% income. That's a nice chart. This is a very good chart. Love it, Roland. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Elon says yes to Colossal. Okay. I'm not surprised Chipotle is down. Their quality isn't even edible. Bro, I love Chipotle. What are you talking about? Of course, we have this. Just watch this. Look at the earnings go down in 2018. And now slowly, and then it explodes right up. Look at that. Is insane. And what do you think is going to happen once Robotaxi comes? Yeah, it's going to be even more insane. Yes. What is this? Orbital Watch. Yeah. SpaceX. USA with SpaceX. Yep. And I love that. Dropping blocks in the ocean to help marine life. What the heck is going on? I don't even know. Anyways, Peter, he's saying everyone's watching Tesla earnings, but the numbers don't matter. Exactly. They were always going to be bad. What does matter? Robotaxi expansion. Thank you. Thank you. This is right. They were always going to be bad. What does matter? Robotaxi expansion, new model news, Elon's tone and guidance. Thank you, my man. The call moved the stock, not the report. Yes. Yes. That's it. That is it. That is correct. That is correct. Sheesh. That's the right attitude. That's the right mindset. That's what's needed. That is what's needed, guys. That is exactly what's needed. 20 minutes, guys, until earnings call. Interested to see. But that's the right mindset. That is the mindset you guys must have. We do know that the earnings call or report doesn't matter. It's the earnings call that matters. Yeah. As you see, my man, it's 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes away. Then Elon's going to come out and speak. Low on cash flow. Yeah, that's about it. But I think Q3, this is a one-time thing. I think Q3 is going to be different. I think it's going to be much better. I mean, the fact that they did that and they still beat earnings was crazy. How will robotaxi expand so quickly if it hasn't even launched to the public in Austin yet? Look, it's still testing, and it's going to test in cities until it's ready for public. This will take time. Don't forget, Waymo took 1 year in Austin, 1 year for it to be available for public. I don't think Teslas will be more than 1 month. That's 12 times faster. Like, bro, that's insane. Right? So you need to relax a little bit. Look, I'll say this. Tesla launched a robotaxi in Austin in June 22nd. And then 18 days later, they expanded with the upside down screw, with a peanut shaped. They expanded 18 days later. And I'm expecting in a week or two from now, they're going to expand bigger than the newly expanded Waymo geofenced area. This is fast. By the way, this took Waymo to do this expansion that they did recently 16 months from initial deployment, or about 4.5 months from being public. So you want to talk about speed? You want to talk about scale? Look at that. That is insane. That is insane. Thank you, Benji. By the time Tesla is done testing, they'll be able to scale 100,000 cars. It takes way more a year to test than they can't scale. Than they can't. It takes way more a year to test, and they can't scale 100,000 cars. I think you're talking about Waymo here. Yes, Waymo cars cost 200,000 each, and then recently they just made a deal with Lucid, which is just stupid. Really stupid. Yeah. Really dumb. Really dumb. Really dumb. And the fact that the deal they made with Lucid is 20,000 vehicles deployed over the next 6 years. Tesla sells or delivers 20,000 vehicles within 4 days, or robotaxis, because all their cars are robotaxis. God. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, man. Gotta absolutely love it. So let's see. How's the stock doing? The stock is just flat again. Just flat. Just flat. Yeah. Just waiting for earnings call. That's what Elon's gonna say. Then the big move is gonna happen. Whether it goes up, whether it goes down. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I disagree. Robotaxi is already here. Robotaxi is already here. Not only that, they chose they chose Jaguar, and they also chose Lucid. I don't understand. If you they could have chosen Toyota or something. At least those cars are more affordable, right? But they have no EVs. That's right. And BYD is not allowed in the US. But they go with Lucid. It's just so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's not a cult thing. It's actually the reverse. It's the people who want to hate on Tesla. That's who is protecting them from the cult. the hates on Elon, the hates Tesla for no hate, the cult, the hate the Tesla. Yeah, I get what you mean. That's right. That's crazy. Sheesh. Love it, man. Overall, I think this earnings report was expected, right? The only thing that kind of shocked me was that we actually beat the earnings. That's it. So yeah, that's what the earnings call is going to be, and I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be um, fiery. Can't wait to see what Elon has to say. Less than 15 minutes, guys, folks. Less than 15 minutes. What else is going on X? James Catt saying that nothing in this report changes the scripts. If you're a bull or a bear, bears will point out current data and trends of existing businesses. Bulls will point out FSD progression. Exactly. And Farzad saying here that you're telling me bears don't understand technology. Got it. Yeah, I love it, right? If again, the bears here who are talking, this is exactly it. Pointing out the negatives. I'm a long-term Tesla investor. I'm pointing out both, right? But I'm looking at the technology. I'm looking at what the you know technology is going to do, what the robot taxis are. That's where should be looking at. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's do this. I searched on Google Images Tesla Diner compact car. Let's do that. Let's do that right now. Tesla Diner compact car. Images. It's a photo with Cybercab and Optimus standing in the stall that says compact. Let me see if I can find it here. I don't see it. Is this it? No. Is that it? No. Optimus? I don't see any Optimus. Is this it? Oh, compact. I see it. Okay, I see it. Hmm. Is it gonna open X? No, it didn't open X. That is interesting. Where is this photo? Come on now. Where's this photo? Come on now. Wow, it doesn't even show the photo. Oh wait, it's coming. Bro, why is my internet so slow? It should not be this slow. It's flipping 5G, dude. Okay. Oh, here it is. This is it. I mean, compact? What does that mean? What does that really mean? It can't be the compact car. Because look, right next to it, that's where the Cybercab is parked. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do y'all think in the comments? What do you guys think in the comments? Curious to know your thoughts. Interesting. What do y'all say in the comments here while we're figuring this out? So that's the only thing that worries me. I understand that but Trump can cause issues for him. Bro, he can't. He can't do much. He can't. He already tried to see if he can cancel SpaceX contracts. He couldn't. He only did a little bit of it because, well, it's for national security. He can't do that. I'm not worried about it at all. Trump can only do limited things because without Tesla, without Elon, without SpaceX, without all the stuff that Elon's doing, the US is behind. China is ahead, it sucks for me to say that, but that's the truth. Yes. I think the diner is brilliant. It's definitely a great marketing and advertising technique. Absolutely love that. I love that. How long until we reach 10 minutes? 10 more minutes, guys. 10 more minutes. Let's see. Oof, I'm getting tired of talking. I've been talking for like straight, what is it, 2 hours now? 1 hour now? Yeah, almost 2 hours. Insane. Sheesh. Make sure you guys drop a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. If y'all want to support me, y'all can become a channel member, or if you guys are on X, you guys can become a subscriber. I do exclusive videos there as well. sometimes tweets, and some data sharing there as well for subscribers only. So, um, just throwing it out there. Nice channel, Pejjy. Thank you. Thank you. Consider becoming a channel member. Thank you, my man. Amen. Let's do it. Thanks, man. I miss earnings. Did they beat? Yes, they beat it by 1 cent. They beat it by 1 cent. 39 cents was uh, the the number to beat. They did 40 cents. They beat 40 cents. That's good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Whew. 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. Ah, thank you, Blaine. Yeah, Herbert, I think he has a lot on his plate. Um, but I'm pretty optimistic when it comes to Tesla because it's the leading innovation company in the world and far ahead of anyone else. I mean, right now I guess you could say Nvidia is a safe investment right now to me because for all the stuff that they're selling and they can make a big money. But the one company that's going to really disrupt everything and to benefit a lot and position real perfectly is Tesla. Mainly their FSD and robotaxi, because there's no one else out there right now, or even the next couple of years or few years, that can really beat Tesla's robotaxi. And I do see them um, deploying hundreds and thousands of robotaxis next year, and them eventually going to the millions, and not just in the US but worldwide. I think, and this will reshape how we how we transport anywhere, transportation. So, and I see comments here. You're speculating all this kind of stuff, but it's always been speculation, right? If you go back to 2018, or even when Tesla first started, they said, "Oh, EVs are not possible." But those who thought was possible and had a high conviction, they benefited correctly. They were right. They were saying how, "Oh, Tesla can't make an affordable Tesla that can be sub 50,000." Well, they did that. In fact, we're now sub 40,000. They did that. Then they said cars can't drive themselves without LiDAR. Well, Tesla's doing that. And robotaxi is now out. Energy, Tesla can never do with energy. Well, now energy is going out. Optimus robots, Tesla can't do that, and all this stuff. Well, now they're coming. They have their own LFP pad battery as well as their own lithium refinery. That's it. So when you look at this company and you look at long term, I don't think there's another company. Of course, there are out there. Um, there are other good opportunities out there. I mean, I do have stock in HIMS, and that's doing pretty well. Bought it in the low teens. Now it's in the 60s, I think. I think that's good. I think, Palantir, in the world chaotic that we're living in, I think the way how Palantir is moving forward, I think they'll benefit greatly, but we'll see. With their AI stuff is pretty powerful. With NVIDIA as the backbone of everything. But I think Tesla is the one positioned very well if in the next, I would say within the next 24 months, that they can really do some really good stuff. And I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm very optimistic with this. Very optimistic. And when you look at what they're doing and you're looking at how fast they're, going forward, it's really hard not to be bullish on this company. It really is hard not to be bullish on this company. So yeah. 6 more minutes, guys. 6 more minutes until we get to the earnings call. Quick commenting, not quit commenting, but quickly in the chat. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this earnings report, earnings call? Do you think it was good? Do you think it was bad? Do you think it was, nothing special? Do you think it was, like, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? I agree, K-Beats. I agree. But, here's the thing. Once we get a little taste of what robotaxi can deliver in the next 12 months. And I think that we'll get that in Q4 of 2024, 2025, not this Q2. Once we get a little taste, I think the PE will go as high as 500, 600, 800. I know that sounds crazy, but I do see that happening. Because unlike Nvidia or Palantir, we are seeing what robotaxi is going to happen. Like with Nvidia, we didn't know that, out of nowhere they had crazy good numbers. We didn't know that. But with Tesla, we see it. And investors and Wall Street analysts want to be ahead of it because they want to take advantage of it, right? So I see that. I think it was way better than good. Oh, interesting. Okay, it was expected. No massive surprises. Yeah, I agree. Bro, Bambi, I know you're a Tesla bear, and I know you're not even a bear. You're like you're worse than a bear. You're like just you're part of this Gordon Johnson group. If I'm if I want to be honest, but I mean, I thought Q1 cash was gonna be down, but they actually was positive. But they're down in Q2, and they still beat earnings, which is good. But I don't Q3 is not gonna be negative. I think anyone who is bullish on Tesla needs to take a business class. Tesla is the new get out of here. Enron? Are you kidding me? I think you should go study Enron. Better days ahead. 5 more minutes. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, right. Okay. Looks like something just happened. 1 second, guys. Let me go ahead and do this correctly. There we go. You guys should hear whatever audio that's going to come here. You guys should hear it. So that's going to be good. Bambi, go to sleep. Y'all are going crazy here. Just going nuts. Ooh. Jesus Christ, come on. My God. Let's see. Yeah, he's using Farzad's image. It's it's hilarious. I don't know what he says up there, but it's like, yeah, 2 million robot taxis by 2020. Like, come on, nobody believe that. Come on. All right, we should be starting soon. Wait a minute, I'm not hearing any audio. I think there's an audio. Oh, that's why. There you go. You guys can hear something, right? Yeah, you guys can hear the audio in the background, right? Yeah, I think you guys can hear the audio in the background. Okay, cool. I'm going to what's it called? Mute it because I don't want to get any copyright strikes or anything. All right, guys, earnings call is coming within 3 minutes. Make sure you guys smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Let me go get a tissue for a second. I'll be right back. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Good stuff. I am back. All right. Bro, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Nice. 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. Make sure you guys smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Join as a channel member as a way of supporting me. $2 a month. You guys get a how do I say it? You guys get come on, Pejjy. It's like what? It's 12:30 a.m. here. You guys get exclusive content and early access to podcasts that I do with the guys that I bring on. All right, it's still busting some music. All right, 1 more minute, guys. Let's see what Elon has to say. It's either going to crash the market or pump up the market. While he talks, I'm going to be numbing on some pizza because I'm hungry. Nice. All right, we should be starting anytime now. Nope, not yet. Anytime. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mana. How it's good. Tel Aviv, good stuff, good stuff. What kind of pizza? I think it's a pesto mozzarella pizza. I think that's the one. Yeah. Flipping hungry. Get ready, everybody. It's happening. It's happening. Not all, just some stuff. All right. Almost. All right. It's 12. It's 5:30. It should start now. All right. Come on. Come on. Come on. It should be starting anytime now. Anytime. Come on. Yeah, getting me hungry, dude. Bro, go get something. Let's march on some snacks while we listen to this. Let's do this. If Tesla gives good guidance, well, yes. Not the markets. Tesla will, at least, not the markets. Are you sad that you missed out on? A little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I sold Palantir too early to buy more Tesla stock, and Nvidia, I completely missed that. Even though I knew it was a good time to buy, and I think we're starting.
Good afternoon.
Here we go, guys.
Q&A webcast. My name is Travis Axelrod, Head of Investor Relations, and I'm joined today by Elon Musk, Vaibhav Taneja, and a number of other executives. Our Q2 results were announced at about 3 p.m. Central Time in the update deck be published at the same link as this webcast. During this call, we will discuss our business outlook and make forward-looking statements. These comments are based on our predictions and expectations as of today. Actual events or results could differ materially due to a number of risks and uncertainties, including those mentioned in our most recent filings with the SEC. During the question and answer portion of today's call, please limit yourself to one question and one follow-up. Please use the raise hand button to join the question queue. Before we jump into Q&A, Elon has some opening remarks. Elon?
Thanks, Travis. So we've had a very exciting quarter. We're able to successfully launch Robotaxi, so providing our first drives with no one in the driver's seat, with paying customers in Austin. And as some may have noted, we've already expanded our service area in Austin. It's bigger and longer, and it's going to get even bigger and longer. We were expecting to really greatly increase the Austin service area to well in excess of what competitors are doing, and that's hopefully in a week or so, 2 weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks or so. And
what did I say?
And then we're getting the regulatory permission to launch in the Bay Area, Nevada, Arizona, and Florida, and a number of other places. So as we get the approvals and we prove out safety, then we'll be launching autonomous ride-hailing in most of the country. And I think we'll probably have autonomous ride-hailing in probably half the population of the U.S. by the end of the year. That's at least our goal, subject to regulatory approvals. I think we'll technically be able to do it. So assuming we get regulatory approvals, it's probably addressing half the population of the U.S. by the end of the year. But we are being very cautious. We don't want to take any chances, and so we're gonna go cautiously. But the service areas and the number of vehicles in operation will increase at a hyper exponential rate. Some other notable things. Model Y in June became the best-selling car in Turkey, Netherlands, Switzerland, and Austria. It is, I believe, the best-selling car of any kind in the world still. Autonomy is a big factor there. So even without supervised, even with just supervised self-driving, it's a huge selling point. And it's worth noting that we do not actually yet have approval for supervised FSD in Europe. So our sales in Europe, we think, will improve significantly once we are able to give customers the same experience that they have in the US. This is, I think, a very important point to convey. And we've been working with our main country regulator, which is the Netherlands. And I think we're close to getting approval with the Netherlands. Then it's going to go to the EU. It's quite a, Kafka-esque. In fact, Kafka had no idea that something like the EU could exist. Beyond Kafka-esque challenges with bureaucracy, but we will get the approvals. And I think we'll get, some people in Europe will have an experience similar to that of the US. In most of Europe, this year, hopefully, at least partially in this quarter. And then we also had some regulatory challenges in China, which we're hoping to unblock shortly, where because we also cannot provide supervised FSD in China currently, but we hope to unblock that soon. That's also that's another major. It really is the single biggest demand driver. And then within the US, as we get confident about safety in different geographic areas, we will loosen up on how much somebody has to be laser focused, to have their eyes laser focused on the road. Because that's been a common complaint. In fact, it does create an odd safety issue where people will sometimes disengage autopilot, then do something, change the radio, or maybe look at the phone, drive with your knee, and then re-engage autopilot, which obviously is less safe than simply keeping autopilot on. So anyway, we're get that experience will improve in the next several weeks. Because of our focus on Austin with no one in the driver's seat, the production release of autopilot is actually several months behind what people experience on a robotaxi in Austin. So now we have the robotaxi in Austin launched. We'll be adding back those elements so that there will be a step change improvement in the autopilot experience for people outside of Austin. So this is really, as you can tell, this is very much sort of autonomy is the story. Like we need the physical product, without which you cannot have autonomy. But once you have the physical product, you need the autonomy is what amplifies the value to stratospheric levels. We also launched the Tesla Dyna, which has been a huge hit. It actually got worldwide attention, which is unusual for a Dyna. Dynas don't typically get headline news around Earth. But this is a pretty special Dyna, and if you're in the LA area, it's worth visiting. It's sort of a shiny beacon of hope in an otherwise sort of bleak urban landscape, frankly. So it's really quite a lovely experience. Great job by the Tesla team there. On the full self-driving front, continue talking about that. We're continuing to make significant improvements just with the software. So we're expecting to increase the parameter count. Actually, at this point, I think we can probably 10x almost 10x the parameter.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, roughly 10x the parameter count. So this is actually a very tricky thing to do, because as you increase the parameter count, you get choked on memory bandwidth. But we currently think we can 10x the parameter count from what people are currently experiencing. So not just a 4x, actually 10x increase in parameter count. Yeah, so there's still a lot of improvement on the existing hardware to happen. Energy is growing really well, despite headwinds from tariffs and various supply chain challenges. The Megapack is expanding capacity quickly, and we have upgrades to the Megapack that will make it even better. And we had record Powerwall deployments again in Q2. So I think batteries are just going to be a massive thing. The scale of battery demand is, I think, not that many people appreciate just how gigantic the scale of battery demand is. The way to think about it is that the US sustained power output for the US grid is around 1 terawatt. But average usage is less than half a terawatt. If you add batteries to the mix, you can run the power plants 24/7 at full capacity, thus more than doubling the energy output per year of the United States, just with batteries. But that's again, big deal. It's a really big deal. Optimus. So we're evolving the Optimus design and really getting Optimus to the point where it is a phenomenal design. So we're in Optimus version 2 right now, sort of 2.5. Optimus 3 is an exquisite design, in my opinion, and will be an incredible. As I've said many times before, it predicted it will be the biggest product ever. It's a very hard problem to solve. You have to design every part of it from physics first principles. There's nothing that's off the shelf that actually works. So you've got to design every motor, gearbox, power electronics, control electronics, sensors, the mechanical elements. We've also got to train Optimus to use its lens and its sensors with a neural net. But we'll be applying the same techniques that we've applied for a car, which is essentially a four-wheeled robot, and Optimus is a robot with arms and legs. So the same principles that apply to optimizing AI inference on the car apply to Optimus, because they're both really robots in different forms. And Tesla, it is important to note that Tesla is by far the best in the world at real-world AI. Like a clear proof point for that would be if you compare, say, Tesla to Waymo. Waymo's got, the car is festooned with God knows how many sensors, and yet isn't Google good at AI? Yes, but they're not good at real-world AI. Thus far, Tesla is actually much better than Google by far, and much better than anyone at real-world AI. And by far, Tesla has the best inference efficiency. I think a key figure of merit for AI is what is the intelligence per gigabyte? And people talk about parameters, blah blah blah. But I think we'll stop talking about parameters and talk about gigabytes, because with the parameters you can have 4-bit parameters, 8-bit parameters, 16-bit parameters, but the actual constraints in the hardware are how many gigabytes of RAM and how many gigabytes per second can you transfer from RAM. Therefore, it is not a parameter constraint. It is a byte constraint. And Tesla has the highest intelligence density of any AI by far. And I have a lot of insight into this with XAI. XAI is, Grok is the smartest AI overall, but it's Grok 4 is a giant beast. Sort of at the terabyte level. So it's kind of important to note Tesla has the best intelligence density. And intelligence density will be a very big deal in the future. It is now. So with Optimus 3, which is really the right design, it's like it doesn't have, at this point, there's no significant flaws with the Optimus 3 design. But we are going to retool a bunch of things, so it'll probably be prototypes of Optimus 3 into this year, and then scale production next year. I'm going to try to scale Optimus production as fast as it's humanly possible to do so, and try to get to 1 million units a year as quickly as possible. I think we can get there in less than 5 years. That's my sort of, I guess. That's a reasonable aspiration, is 1 million units a year. 5 years. It seems like an achievable target. But in conclusion, so far 2025 has been a very exciting year. A lot of major milestones. We've made clear, demonstrable progress in autonomy that a lot of naysayers said we would not achieve. But it's worth noting that we have done what we said we were going to do. Doesn't mean we're always on time, but we get it done. And our naysayers are sitting there with egg on their face. So great progress by the Tesla team. I do think if Tesla continues to execute well with vehicle autonomy and humanoid robot autonomy, it will be the most valuable company in the world. It's a lot of execution between here and there. It doesn't just happen. But provided we execute very well, I think Tesla has a shot at being the most valuable company in the world. Anyway, obviously, I'm extremely optimistic about the future of the company. Best way to predict the future is to make it happen, and we're making it happen here with the Tesla team. So I'd just like to say thanks to all of our supporters, and I think we've got an incredibly exciting future.
Great. Thank you very much, Elon. And Vaibhav has opening remarks as well.
Travis, as Elon mentioned, Q2 was an interesting quarter in a few respects. We started ramping up the production of the new Model Y at all our factories. We rolled out our robotaxi service in Austin and delivered a car completely autonomously directly from the factory to the customer's home. It is a seminal point to get to this thing. I mean, it took a lot of effort, and I really want to thank everybody at Tesla to make this happen. It wasn't an easy thing to do, but we did it. It took time, but we've just begun the next phase for the company. The one big bill has a lot of changes that would affect our business in the near term. The first among those changes is the repeal of the IRA EV credit of $7,500 by the end of this quarter. Given the abrupt change, we have limited supply of vehicles in the US this quarter, as we have already within lead times to order parts to build cars. We've rolled out all our planned incentives already, and we'll start paying them back as we start to sell them. If you're in the US and looking to buy a car, place your order now, as we may not be able to guarantee delivery for orders placed in the later part of August and beyond. We will also make changes to certain emission standards by reducing the amount of penalty to zero. This in turn will have an impact on the new sales of regulatory credits to other OEMs, and in turn will lead to lower revenues. While we've never planned our business around such sales, it will nonetheless impact our total revenues going forward. On the automotive product portfolio, the entire lineup is updated. Globally, we're seeing an increase in the number of test drives. We started the production of the lower cost model as planned in the first half of 2025. However, given our focus on building and delivering as many vehicles as possible in the US before the EV credit expires, and the additional complexity of ramping a new product, the ramp will happen next quarter, slower than initially expected. One thing which is grossly underappreciated, and Elon talked about it, is that all our vehicles in the lineup are capable of autonomy. This is by far the biggest differentiator between us and the competition. Our vehicles top safety standard as is, but with FSD, they are and will continue to set a new standard for safety within vehicular transportation. We published our vehicle safety report earlier today, and you can see a car on FSD is 10x safer than the car not on FSD. We've started seeing an uptick in FSD adoption in North America in recent months, which is a very promising trend. And just to give you perspective, since the launch of, since we moved to version 12 of FSD, we've seen the adoption rates really increase. We've started seeing on the automotive revenue front, despite reduction in regulatory credit revenue, and the total automotive revenue increased by 19% sequentially, even though total deliveries only improved 14%. This was primarily due to an improved ASPs because of the new Model Y. This helped in improving margins sequentially as well, along with improved mix and higher fixed cost absorption, despite an increase in costs from tariffs. We started seeing the impact of tariffs in our P&L. Sequentially, the cost of tariffs increased around $300 million, with approximately 2/3 of that impact in automotive and rest in energy. However, given the latency in manufacturing and sales, the full impacts will come through in the following quarters, and so costs will increase in the near term. While we are doing our best to manage these impacts, we are in an unpredictable environment on the tariff front. The margins for the energy generation and storage businesses improved sequentially, while deployment reduced, primarily due to the ramp of power deployments at higher margins. We were able to achieve our highest gross profit for the business yet. Note that the overall deployments will continue to vary quarter to quarter. I think Elon covered this, that industrial storage will make a difference in this drive towards AI and data center growth. The energy requirements are increasing at a rapid scale as AI applications are very energy hungry. The quickest path to scale up energy is deploying storage. This is something that our customers have started realizing, and despite this business having the largest impacts from tariffs, we're seeing customers willing to accept some of the tariff impacts. The big bill has certain adverse impacts even for the energy business, most notably on the residential storage business due to the early expiration of consumer credits by the end of this year. The challenges of the storage business therefore remain both from the bill and from the tariffs, and we're doing our best to try and manage through this, but we will see shifts in demand and profitability. The margins for our service and other businesses improves sequentially, primarily due to higher profits from supercharging and improvement in insurance and service center profitability. Operating expenses also grew sequentially as we continued our investment in AI projects, including additional expenses related to employee-related costs, including higher stock-based compensation and depreciation for AI compute. Our operating expenses, especially R&D related spend, will continue to grow. We believe even in the current environment, it is the right strategy to keep making investments in these areas to position us for the long term. Other income grew sequentially, primarily from the mark-to-market adjustment on Bitcoin holdings, which was $284 million gain in Q2, while being $125 million loss in Q1. Just want to remind people that this would keep creating volatility based on the Bitcoin price. While operating cash flows increased sequentially, so did our CapEx, resulting in $146 million of free cash flow. We continue to make investments in various aspects of manufacturing, like the Cybercab, semi lines, and other manufacturing spend, and the expansion of our AI initiatives. Our latest expectation for the year in terms of CapEx is in excess of $9 billion. To summarize, we have near-term challenges in our business due to the negative impacts of the bill and tariffs. However, the investments that we have made for AI, robotics, and our lead in energy sets us up for a bright future. I would like to thank the whole Tesla team, our customers, our investors, and supporters for their continued belief in us.
Great. Thank you very much, Vaibhav. So now we're going to move on to say.com questions. The first question is, can you give us some insight how robotaxis have been performing so far and what rate you expect to expand in terms of vehicles, geofence, cities, and supervisors?
Yeah, the robotaxi has been doing great so far in Austin. Customers really love the experience. It's like super smooth, very safe, and like just a great experience overall. And we already did a first wave of expansion in Austin, and we'll continue to expand in Austin to probably more than 10x our current operating region. We're also testing in a lot of other cities, as Elon mentioned. The next thing to expand would be in the San Francisco Bay Area. We are working with the government to get approval here, and in the meanwhile, launch the service with the person in the driver's seat just to expedite, and while we wait for regulatory approval. We're also testing a lot of other cities in the US, including Florida, Nevada, etc.
Great. Thank you very much, Ashok. The next question is, what are the key technical and regulatory hurdles still remaining for unsupervised FSD to be available for personal use? Can you provide a timeline?
We're certainly getting there. I think it'll be available for unsupervised personal use by the end of this year in certain geographies. We're just being very careful about it. So.
This is not something which we want to rush.
No.
We want to make sure that everything is safe before we make it available broadly.
Yeah, we're just being extremely paranoid.
Yes.
But I'm confident that by the end of this year, within a number of cities in the US, it'll be available to end users.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, the same AI hardware in the Austin robotaxi vehicles has some customer vehicles, and
Right.
we did deliver a car autonomously from the factory to a customer this quarter.
Yes.
And every Tesla manufactured in the US and in Europe autonomously drives itself from the end of line to the loading docks. And so it's just a software upgrade of it.
Yeah. I think we'll end up delivering cars in the greater Austin area and the Bay Area by default from the factory by the end of this year. Like a car will deliver itself to where you are, unless you say you don't want that.
It'll be super cool.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you, guys. The next question is, what specific factory tasks is Optimus currently performing, and what is the expected timeline for scaling production to enable external sales? How does Tesla envision Optimus contributing to revenue the next 2 to 3 years?
Yeah. So the Optimus 3 design, as I mentioned earlier, is I think finally the right design. There'll be further optimizations, but there are no fundamental changes that are needed for the Optimus 3 design. It has all the degrees of freedom that you really want or need. So it's we'll have prototypes of that in, I don't know, 3 months, and then start tooling up production. We'll certainly start production on that in the beginning of next year. The production ramp is difficult. It's always difficult to predict the S-curve of a production ramp when something has got when everything is new, because the rate of production will move as fast as the least lucky and least competent element of the entire supply chain, as well as in internal processes. So the more new stuff that is in a product, the slower the ramp could be because of unexpected supply chain interruptions or mistakes made internally. It's much easier to predict sort of the end of the S-curve or late in the S-curve than the beginning of the S-curve. And the beginning of the S-curve of the production ramp is in any case not really material for revenue purposes. The beginning of the S-curve, you're always negative gross margin. and you're debugging a lot of issues. So that's why like I feel like fairly confident in predicting things, or at least medium confident in predicting where we are in 5 years, but it's hard to predict where we are in a year or 2 years. So that's why I think 5 years, I think we could be at the, let me put this way, I'd be surprised if at the end of 5 years, 60 months from now, if we are not roughly making 100,000 Optimus robots a month in 60 months, I would be shocked.
All right. Thank you very much. Next question is, can you provide an update on the development and production timeline for Tesla's more affordable models? How will these models balance cost reduction and profitability, and what impact do you expect on demand in the current economic climate?
Well, I think Vaibhav did a good job of answering this question in his opening remarks. As we said, we started production in June, and we're ramping quality builds and things around the quarter. And given that we started in North America and that our goal is to maximize production with a higher rate cliff ending Q3, we're going to keep pushing hard on our current models to avoid complexity. Then, fortunately, when that rolls away, we'll be ready with the new, more affordable models available for everyone in Q4. And the goal of those products was not to negatively impact revenue or gross margin, but just to make a car that everyone loves and wants at a more affordable price.
Great. Thank you, Lars. The next question is, can you talk about the benefits of Tesla investing in XAI?
This is not the forum to discuss this topic. I mean, if there is something which we need to discuss, we'll discuss it separately.
I think obviously, we're a publicly traded company. Shareholders are welcome to put forward any shareholder proposals that they'd like. I've recently encouraged that, and then have shareholders vote, and we'll act in accordance with the shareholder wishes.
Great. Thank you very much. The next question is, can you tell us a little bit more about what goes on in the Tesla design studio?
Do you want me to take that one? We kind of generally say that what happens in the studio stays in the studio, and that earnings calls are not the place to disclose new product stuff. But we're working to make sure that we have an exciting future for Tesla in the product lineup.
Yeah, there's a lot of exciting things happening in the design studio. It's not like static. And really what's going to happen over the next several years is a fundamental transformation of the company from a pre-autonomy world to a post-autonomy. And I'm working on a new master plan to articulate that Tesla team. And there will be some teething pains as you transition from a pre-autonomy to a post-autonomy world. But I think the future vision for Tesla is incredibly exciting, and will profoundly change the world in a good way. And, so you sound like sort of pipe or whatever, but I think let's just say if we execute on that plan effectively, which is you have to actually do that, Tesla will be the most valuable company in the world by far.
Great, thank you. The next question is actually a duplicate on unsupervised FSD for customer vehicles, so we'll skip that. After that is, are there any news for Hardware 3 users getting retrofits or upgrades? Will they get Hardware 4 or some future version of Hardware 5?
I mean, what we want to do is we want to get unsupervised done on Hardware 4 first. Once it's done, then we will go back and look at what we need to do with the Hardware 3 cars. I mean, like I said, the focus is first to get unsupervised out, and then we'll go back and see what more work we need to do.
Great. The next question is, can you give an update on Dojo, and could XAI be a customer for Dojo?
Dojo 2, we expect to have Dojo 2 operating at scale sometime next year, with scale being somewhere around 100K H100 equivalents. And then AI5, which is really a spectacular chip. I don't use those words lightly. Spectacular chip. The AI5 chip will be hopefully be in volume production around the end of next year. That has a lot of potential. I think, thinking about Dojo 3 and the AI6 inference chip, it seems like intuitively we want to try to find convergence there, where it's basically the same chip, but is used where we use, say, two of them in a car or an Optimus, and maybe a larger number on a board, like kind of 512 on a board or something like that. If you want high bandwidth communication between the chips at a force serving, doing inference serving. That sort of seems like intuitively the sensible way to go.
Great. The next set of questions have all actually been covered. So we'll end with how will the BBB elimination of tax credits for solar projects affect your sales pipeline for Megapack?
Yeah, our sales pipeline is quite diversified across customers and market segments. So we aren't heavily weighted in Megapack projects that are paired with solar. And as we talked about in the opening remarks, we're seeing storage quickly being recognized for its ability to unlock grid efficiency and how quickly it can be deployed to help the grid. Additionally, although the recent bill was not favorable towards solar, we believe solar projects will still get built because the energy is necessary, the projects are well developed, and they're ready for execution. And there's really no alternatives in the near term given gas turbine lead time and pricing. We also continue to see growth in the data center segment and in standalone storage projects providing capacity to the grid in several markets across the US. Overall, we're forecasting a very strong second half of the year as we increase deployments. And lastly, we continue to invest heavily in US manufacturing to mitigate policy and tariff impacts, expecting our first LFP cell manufacturing facility to be online by the end of the year and launching our third megafactory near Houston in 2026.
Great. Thank you, Mike. We will now be moving to analyst questions. The first question comes from Emmanuel Rosner at Wolfe Research. Emmanuel, please feel free to unmute yourself whenever you're ready.
Great. Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Thanks. So Elon, are you able to share any KPIs with us in terms of the robotaxi business? How many vehicles are you operating, miles driven autonomously, or the number of safety critical intervention? Just curious, how the rollout it generally is going, and any sort of like targets that you could share more broadly.
Sure.
Yeah, we have more than 7,000 miles operating in Austin area. It's just because service is new, we have a handful of vehicles right now, but then we are trying to expand the service in terms of both the area and also the number of vehicles both in Austin and other locations. So far, there's like no notable safety critical incidents. There, sometimes we have our own restrictions as to, for example, we restrict our speed limit to 40 miles per hour roads. And if the vehicle wants to go on like higher speed roads, we can stop the vehicle, but those are out of convenience as opposed to safety critical nature. So far, the service has been really well received, and we continue to expand on it.
Great. And then,
Go ahead.
longer term, from an economics point of view, longer term, you've previously talked about working to drive down the cost per mile on the robotaxis, maybe towards 30 or 40 cents per mile over time. Now that your service is live, how should we think about the main milestones to getting there?
Yeah, well, the Cybercab which is really optimized for autonomy. That I think has got probably sub 30 cent per mile potential over time, maybe 25. It's really like if you design a car from scratch to be a cost optimized robotic taxi like Cybercab, you like, for example, we're not trying to make it, corner like incredibly well, like a Model 3 would, or Model S or even Model Y. Like it's got model. All of our cars that are driven by people are super fun to drive. They've got incredible acceleration, the incredible cornering capability. But we're confident that very few people in a Cybercab want to be hurtling around. So we reduced the top end speed, which means we can use more efficient tires. We don't need as much acceleration. We don't need as much, big brakes to sort of. We want stopping distance, but we're not expecting it to be heavily used. It's a gentle ride. Essentially, if you design it for a gentle ride, and then you have a much more optimized design point. So that's why it seems probable we could achieve that, especially if Optimus is, serving, cleaning up the car and doing maintenance and stuff. Doing automatic charging. I think it's going to, the actual cost per mile of Cybercab will be very low. The cost per mile of our existing fleet will be higher, but it's still very competitive. So, maybe some number of 50 cents, I'm just guessing. So this really, Tesla's robotaxi fleet will go from tiny to gigantic in terms of operations in a pretty short period of time. Like my guess is it has a material impact on our financials around the end of next year.
Great. Thank you very much. The next question comes from Adam at Morgan Stanley. Adam, please unmute yourself.
Great. Hello, everybody. So Elon, as Tesla moves into this next phase of physical AI, autonomous humanoids, robotaxis, etc., world-changing, civilizational species-changing technology with dual purpose, are you comfortable moving Tesla in this direction while only having a 13% stake in the economy? In the company? Is that sustainable, or do you still insist that something needs to happen, given your current lack of control and the types of technologies you're getting into?
Yeah, that is a major concern for me, as I've mentioned in the past, and I hope that is addressed at the upcoming shareholders meeting. It is a big deal. I want to find that I've got so little control that I can easily be ousted by activist shareholders after having built, this army of humanoid robots. I think that, as I've mentioned before, I think my control over Tesla should be enough to ensure that it goes in a good direction, but not so much control that I can't be thrown out if I go crazy.
Okay, Elon, you're not going to go crazy. We trust you.
Well,
you can stay a little crazy. A little crazy is okay. Elon, though, we understand the board of directors of a major U.S. investment bank recently toured Optimus production. I don't know if you want to confirm that or not. It's just what we've heard. That's cool. But when do you think others will be able to get a firsthand view of Optimus like that? And is the second half of this year too soon to have an AI day? Because it seems like everybody else in the world's doing it, and this talent war is getting freaking crazy. And I know you've mentioned for recruiting purposes, this is a very important thing that you've done. I think people have copied you on this, and I'm wondering if this year's too early for that. Thanks, Elon.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough thing because when we do an AI day, we find that some of our competitors have literally done a frame-by-frame examination of our slides and everything we say, and then copy us. I'd say what's the trade-off? It does help with recruiting, but then competitors look very closely and copy us. I mean, that said, we should probably, I mean, I guess we could consider the shareholder meeting to be sort of we can maybe go into depth, some amount of depth at the annual shareholder meeting with respect to Optimus and AI and sort of our chip stuff, perhaps. Yeah, Tesla's also really underrated in terms of AI chip design, as well as AI software. So, like, there's still not a chip that that exists that we would prefer to put in our car. That is an AI chip that we would prefer to put in the car over our own. And even though it's been now out for several years, and we're confident that the AI5 chip will be a profound game changer. In fact, it's so powerful that we'll have to nerf it to some degree for markets outside of the US because it blows way past the export restrictions. So unless the export restrictions change, we actually will have to nerf our AI5 chip, which is kind of weird. Hopefully we keep raising the bar on export restrictions. Otherwise, it gets a bit silly. But we'll have a bunch of Optimus robots on stage at the shareholder meeting. The Optimus Lab is cool to see. It basically looks like the set of Westworld. You could robots in various stages. Some of them are, in various stages of repair. Like, I don't know, some combination of like the Tatooine junkyard and Westworld. That's what it looks like. It's very cool. And Optimus is walking around the office here in Palo Alto. So just 24/7, it's just walking around like it's normal. And you saw Optimus, like, the Tesla diner serving popcorn. Yeah, so we'll go from a world where robots are rare to where they're so common that you don't even look up.
Great. Thank you so much. The next question comes from Edison at Deutsche Bank. Edison, please unmute yourself. Edison, please go ahead and unmute yourself. Right, while Edison figures that out, we will go to the next question, which is going to come from Dan Levi at Barclays. Dan, please go ahead and unmute yourself.
Great, thank you. Elon, you've talked about the opportunity to put non-Tesla owned vehicles into the robotaxi network. Just talk about the gating factors to enabling that and what timeline we should expect on personally owned vehicles in the robotaxi network.
We haven't really thought hard about that. Like, we need to make sure it works when the vehicles are fully under our control. Yeah, it's kind of one step at a time here. We don't want to jump the gun. As I said, we're being paranoid about safety. So it's like, but I guess it would, like, next year is, I'd say confidently next year. I'm not sure when next year, but confidently next year, people would be able to add or subtract their car to the Tesla fleet.
I mean, one thing to keep in mind is that we will have some criteria, because, like, even when you put your car in an Uber or Lyft fleet, they go through a whole checklist process of making sure things are working.
It's like an Airbnb or
Yes.
bad, yeah,
Yeah, so we will do something like that.
kind of vetting process.
Yes. Because we want, like Elon said, we want to be paranoid about security. I mean, small things like tread on the tire can have an impact on safety. So that's why we would want to do some proper validation before we let other cars come in.
Dan, do you have a follow-up?
Yes, thank you. Could you just unpack the different costs associated with scaling the robotaxi business and how you think about funding those costs. Are the cash flows in the auto business sufficient to fund it? And if not, what other funding sources do you think you'd use? Would you just fund it off the balance sheet?
Well, as soon as there is a clear cash flow stream associated with any product, you can debt finance it.
And in the interim?
I mean, in the interim, we will use our balance sheet, but once we get to a certain scale in terms of recurring revenues, like Elon said, we could get into a easily a years kind of transaction to try and get funding.
Great. Thanks so much. We will now move on to Mark from Goldman Sachs. Mark, please feel free to unmute yourself.
Yes, good afternoon. Thank you very much for taking the questions. With the FSD trials that Tesla has been offering to consumers and the attention on self-driving more generally, are you able to comment more specifically on what you're seeing with FSD subscription trends and take rates, and help us better understand how large FSD revenue may be currently?
So we've definitely, like I mentioned it in my opening remarks, since we've launched version 12 of FSD in North America, we've definitely seen a marked improvement in the FSD adoption. And the other thing which we had also done last year is we did bring down the pricing and we made subscription much more affordable. So we have seen, 25% increase since that time. So, which is an encouraging trend. But honestly, we've just started the story around explaining the benefits of FSD. Like I said before, we released our vehicle safety report. Even if you don't believe in this, anything else, a car on FSD being 10x safer should be a motivator. Plus, the other thing is, people don't realize even at $99 a month, it's like you're getting a personal chauffeur for almost $3.33 a day. And this is by far the biggest game changer, which I know we've been talking about it because part of it is we live and breathe it, but
Yeah,
I feel like
most people still don't know.
Yeah.
But the vast majority of people don't know it exists. And it's still like half of Tesla owners who could use it haven't tried it even once. They don't actually realize that. Obviously, this is something we want to educate them on. So we've got to, when they come in for service, we'll reach out to them, send them like videos of how to make it work. It's such a shocking thing. They don't think a car is capable of this. So you have to show them and get them comfortable with turning it on and off. It's so trivial, but it's like saying you've got a cat that can sing and dance, but it just looks like a normal cat. And you're like, until you see the cat sing and dance and talk, you assume it's just a cat. That's Tesla FSD.
Yes.
Our car is intelligent.
And so what we're gonna do, to Elon's point, we've been giving people free time to try the FSD, but we'll start giving more prompts to say, okay, this particular drive, try FSD. So that, because it's literally seeing is believing. Like Elon said, think of it like a cat. It looks like a normal cat, but this cat can sing and dance.
Yeah.
Same thing on
It's
FSD.
intelligent.
Great, yeah. And the 25% comment was 25% increase in the penetration rate
Yes.
since we've seen the release of V12 and V13 in North America. Great. Thank you. Mark, did you have a follow-up question?
Yeah, thanks, Travis. Tesla has historically said it would use pricing as one tool to help drive auto vehicle growth as long as free cash flow stayed positive, given the ability to monetize products like FSD. I'm curious how you're thinking about pricing from here as a potential tool to drive increased volumes, given where you stand with FSD, as well as the fact that the IRA purchase tax credits are poised to go away in the US starting in the fourth quarter. So should we expect more meaningful price reductions given that monetization potential, or do you envision price reductions being more limited compared to cost downs given where free cash flow now stands? Thanks.
Well, we're in this like weird transition period where we'll lose a lot of incentives in the US. There's a lot of incentives actually in many other parts of the world, but we'll lose them in the US. But we'll still be at the relatively early stages of autonomy. On the other hand, autonomy is most advanced and most available from a regulatory standpoint in the US. So, I mean, does that mean like we could have a few rough quarters? Yeah, we probably could have a few rough quarters. I'm not saying we will, but we could. Q4, Q1, maybe Q2. But once you get to autonomy at scale in the second half of next year, certainly by the end of next year, I think I would be surprised if Tesla's economics are not very compelling.
Great. The next question is going to come from Will from Truist. Will, please feel free to unmute yourself when you're ready.
Great. Thanks so much for taking my questions. First, I'd like to ask for a little bit more detail about the lower cost model that you talked about having, I think, started production in the first half, but you said will ramp later. At the last Analyst Day, as I recall, you talked about some aspects of this, like two-thirds or three-quarters reduction in silicon carbide and not using rare earths in the motor and perhaps other cost downs. You also had this unboxed architecture that I think you said would not be part of this sort of interim approach. Can you update us on what we should expect this thing to actually look like?
Well, we won't get into the looks because
Let's come on a while. Let's lift the cat out of the bag there. Dancing cat that can sing and dance, but it can talk and sing and dance. So that's the cool part. Yeah, I mean, fundamentally, the biggest obstacle remains that people just don't have enough. Some people don't. The desire to buy the car is very high. Just people don't have enough money in the bank account to buy it. Literally, that is the issue. Not a lack of desire, but a lack of ability. So the more affordable we can make the car, the better. I think it's going to be. It will be a very big deal when people can release their car to the fleet and have it earn money for them. Which, like I said, I feel confident in saying that'll happen next year in the US at least. And in the US, we're legally allowed, appropriate disclaimers, and that'll make the affordability dramatically greater. Just like you could if you have an Airbnb and you can rent out your home when you're not there, or rent out a guest room or guest house or something like that, the affordability of your home is much greater.
Okay. Trying another topic then. We see all these wonderful developments at xAI like Grok, and obviously Tesla's trying to do quite a bit in AI. Elon, how do you manage the division of efforts and recruiting and talent and capital between these two that seem like there's a very high potential that they could in fact compete?
Well, they are doing different things here. The xAI is doing terabyte scale models and multi-terabyte scale models. Tesla's 100 times smaller models. So one's real world AI and one's kind of, I guess, artificial superintelligence type of thing. Really kind of the genesis for xAI was that there were certain people who simply would not join Tesla, AI engineers, because they wanted to work on ASI. They would join Tesla. And I was like, well, maybe they'll join a new company. No, I think the Tesla problem is extremely important, but not everyone agrees with me on that. And so rather than have them join, OpenAI or Google or some other company, it's like, may as well have them create a company in that regard, for it, which is xAI. So that's people can make a decision. Do they want to work on It's like super intelligence at data center or real world AI. They're both compelling problems, but some people want to work on one and some want to work on the other. Yeah.
Great. And unfortunately, that is all the time we have today. Thank you everyone so much for your questions, and we will see you next quarter.
All right, we are back. All right. Whew. So let's quickly go to a rundown. It's like 1:30 a.m. where I am, and I gotta so to go to bed. But a lot of you guys were asking me what I was thinking. Really, I mean, there wasn't really much interesting things that he was mentioning. It's been on repeat, really. Good thing is that we got more confirmation on the affordable model that's coming Q4 of 2025. That's really good. Dojo 2 is scaling next year. He said some interesting things, like he'll be shocked if Tesla is not producing 100,000 Optimus robots every month in the next 5 years, which is crazy. Second half of 2026 is when we will see some sort of a compelling earnings due to robotaxi scale. But the one thing I don't like about this is that he's promising a lot for next year. You know what I mean? He's promising a lot for next year. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. And I think investors realized, and I think a lot of investors and Wall Street investors were actually hoping they could get more of a quicker and much faster earnings than to say, instead of what was it, like god, it's like 1:30 a.m. It's so hard to like it's so hard to think. It just lost my train of thought. But I think Wall Street analysts were hoping that, okay, by end of the year they'll have some numbers, but that wasn't the case, and that's why the stock had a sell-off. But I'm not worried. I ain't worried at all. And I don't know why some of you guys are saying cope and stuff like that, but well, cope about what? This wasn't a bad earnings call. It wasn't a bad earnings call. I don't know what you're saying. Let's see. So yeah, no, I think it's a good what's it called? Our earnings report was okay. We had a beat, but again, the one thing I didn't like is that he's been saying for next year. He's been saying a lot about next year. Like he's putting a lot of things about next year. That if some of these things don't come next year, well, I mean, that's not going to look good. But the signals are much bigger than the noise, and I'll be definitely buying more stock, all that kind of stuff. Everyone, I mean, holding back, I don't think he's holding back. I think I mean, they're going pretty fast with the robotaxi stuff, so I don't think he's holding back or anything like that. Which signals, I don't know if you've been blind for the past few weeks or so, few months or so, but we got robotaxis on the road, right? We've got robotaxis on the road. We got FSDs. We got this thing scaling. So, yeah. So there we go. So I think it's going to be as Elon said it, and I've been saying for the longest time, this quarter, next quarter, and the quarter after that, or the next 2-3 quarters, they're not gonna be the best. And I don't know why everyone's saying they're gonna liquidate all their shares, like as if like Elon or Tesla, didn't deliver. This is the reaction is insane. The reaction is absolutely hilarious. Man, that's funny. This is hilarious. I've been in it since 2020, and I've seen worse. I've seen the stock go from 400 to 100, and yeah. And right now I'm up big time on my stock. So, and I'm buying more stock. Stop crying. The heck. This is hilarious. Some of you guys on YouTube who are commenting is absolutely is absolutely hilarious. When they just last quarter, when everything was great, all of you guys were going like, yeah, Pejjy, yeah, Pejjy, yeah, Pejjy. And now you all being, sorry, I don't want to, say anything bad, but y'all being a bunch of bitches. That's all I'm going to say. So anyways, I know I'm going to get the last laugh. I always get the last laugh. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys don't cry. And again, this is a long-term investment, right? Mining horizons to 2030. You said earlier this quarter was better than last. It is a better quarter than last quarter. I mean, they beat this quarter. It was a better quarter than last quarter. I don't know what you thought. It was an improvement since Q1, right? Better earnings, better everything. So, yeah. Anyways, so last quarter wasn't great then. Last quarter earnings call was great. It was a miss in earnings report, but this earnings call was a repeat of Q1 earnings. So I would the best thing you can do is just chill out, relax, and see what happens until 2026. But how I'm seeing things, I think Tesla will become the world's most valuable company within the next, I would say, 3-4 years. I can see Tesla. I mean, my price target for end of this year is 575, and I'm very confident that's going to happen. So yeah. So everyone needs to chill out. Everyone needs to stop letting get their emotion in there. I mean, if you guys, it looks like you guys, some of those guys who were like bashing, it seems like they just bought right before the stock, thinking that it's going to go to 400. But now you all butthurt. That is just hilarious. That is just hilarious. Yeah. I don't know why you guys are so butthurt. I mean, as some of you guys are. I mean, little Tesla, you're full of crap. Like, what you thought? What am I? Well, it's just hilarious. Anyways, y'all need to relax. Y'all need to stop being emotional and stop trading and invest for the long term. And stop blaming others for this stuff. That's it. Projections, any? I mean, the one thing that I didn't like what Elon said is that he put a lot onto next year, 2026, and I hope he's right. But I mean, he just threw everything to 2026. So yeah, there we go. We got some smart people coming here, right? We got Taka saying don't listen to these low IQ haters. Seriously, Tesla is the best opportunity. Yep, I agree. Nothing changed. Yeah. So wow, comments are coming quickly. Can you justify the PE ratio with Tesla? 1 trillion market cap. PE. Well, the thing is that because there's so many S curves and projects coming for Tesla next year or the year after that or whenever, the PE is always going to be high. And I argue that it will probably go even higher to 600 to 800 PE. I know that sounds crazy, but I think once Tesla shows that, hey, our robotaxi revenue and profits, mainly profits, are increasing big time, I think we're going to see a very, very high PE. And it'll be only then where this chat will be all smart people, geniuses, and all these losers and haters and all these guys who are bear and who are haters. They won't exist. They won't exist at all. Let's listen to these losers. Exactly. There we go. Anyways, so a lot of comments here. I can't get them all. Again, I'm not saying you're stupid for being against. I'm saying you're stupid for going against me, for saying that, oh, buy the dip, and you think that this is a good quarter and all this kind of stuff. So y'all need to relax. Y'all need to look at your horizon, look at your investment line. When I went all in Tesla, I went in 2020, and I'm holding until 2030. So, and it's done very well for me. And I know it's going to do extremely well in 2030 when it 5x's, at least 5x's. And this will happen over time. For crying out loud, guys, I'll say this. I'll end off by saying this. For crying out loud, we have cars driving themselves. We have robotaxis actually happening. And some of y'all are being haters. I don't know. Y'all need to stop thinking short term and think long term, and just look past 1 week, 1 month, or 1 year of investing. So y'all need to relax. Y'all need to keep a conviction, keep your head strong, and move forward. If you give me a 10, what do you think this earnings call was? I think I'd give it a 5 or a 6, right? Energy was low. A lot of promises for 2026, which I don't really like. But there is some merit to it with all the stuff that is going on now. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see what happens, guys. Anyways, this was a over 3 hours. Sheesh, 3 hours. So I gotta get to bed. It's like almost 2 a.m. here. So do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Let's go. Sheesh.